Yeah, 1 2 1 2 coming in 1 2 1 2. How are you? It's Monday, the 26th of June, 2023, and I'm live. Welcome everybody. How we doing? It's me, your boy Donkus Jonkus Monkus, coming straight back after another horrific week. Yeah. How's it going? I feel like I want to say the last stream was a week ago, but it wasn't. It was like Tuesday, wasn't it? I feel like on Monday, like something else horrific and annoying happened, and I didn't stream on Monday last week. I feel like it was Tuesday, so it's been like almost a week. But yeah, hello. How's it going? Welcome in. VOD channel viewers are like, I just watched the episode where you said it was... Anyway. Never mind. How we doing, everybody? We got Just Johnny, we got Adorable, we also got Confera, we got One Who Reads, and we got Beanie Gaby. How is everybody doing? What's going on? Welcome in. Johnny says, I have a feeling I know whose essay it is, but no spoilers. Well, yes, you would know exactly whose essay it is if you've seen my Go Live tweet, because it says it in that. So, it's not really a spoiler. Don't worry, it's my friend Luna. It's just that maybe everybody doesn't know her. Do you know what? I could tag her in the stream, right? I could tag her in the stream title. I forgot you could do stuff like that. So reacting to one of my friend's first video essays, and then after that, I'll put at Luna Moth Wings, and that should work, right? It should like show up with her username. No? It's not. Why is it not? Why hasn't that happened? It's like not. It's definitely in there. Like it's definitely. But I want it to like. I want it to like. Is it all? It's all one word, but every word is capitalized. Maybe that's why it's not showing up. Like normally it shows up in like a color. Do you know what I mean? In like the color of the person's Twitch channel name. Is it just that I'm not seeing that? Is that what's happening? I don't know. Anyway, hey Awesomeo, how are you doing? Welcome in. Sitting in the garden with the tomatoes. I have killed a lot of gnats today, unfortunately. It's very upsetting. But I've got fungal gnats, so I need to chill out on the watering. I freaked out a bit and I panicked because it's summer and it's getting really hot, so I was like, I gotta water these guys. I gotta water them so hard. And I watered them way too hard. Seems to be working all right for me. Oh, okay, sweet. Okay, so it's showing up like in the... You can like click on that and it'll take you to her channel and stuff. Does that work? Hopefully it does. Shows the right user when I hover. Oh, nice. Okay, great. Great. Yeah, we're gonna watch Luna's first ever video essay in a bit, gang. It's really exciting because like Luna's like one of these people that like I've like was in my chat when I like first was knocking around streaming, and then like became a streamer, and then like rapidly overtook me. And is now like, you know, a partner and has all these like amazing things going on. And she's doing video essays now. So really exciting to see her like do that basically. Yeah, it's very exciting. She's done a video essay about, I think the Black Mirror episode is actually called 15 Million Merits, but I don't know. It's one of the old ones. I think it's one of the old like Channel 4 ones, and it's supposed to be like Black Mirror's according to her, Black Mirror's scariest episode. So we'll see. We'll have a little look at that. But Luna's great. I'm sure the video is going to be great. So hopefully we can get like a couple more subscribers on the stream today, and I'll give her a shout out on YouTube as well. So hopefully my subs on YouTube can go and check her out as well. So that should be good. But chat, how are you all doing? How's your weekend been? What have you been up to? Me, what have I been up to? Well, I'm glad you asked. So I got back. If you remember, I was saying on Tuesday when I streamed on Tuesday last week, I was saying yes, I am going to stream tomorrow early, and then that just did not happen. Of course, it didn't. And then the day after I said I was going to come back and check out do a stream after I'd been to London, because I went down to London with the union. It was like a funders event. One of our funders, the Nationwide Foundation, was basically putting on a thing for all the organizations that it funds, basically. So yeah, that was what was going on that day, and I went down there, and oh boy, getting down there on Wednesday night, fuck me, it was just so long. Like, the train was delayed for about an hour. So it took us an hour extra to leave Manchester. So we got to London late as fuck, basically. Like, really fucking late. And I was tired already. I was tired as shit. I've been tired for like weeks and weeks and weeks since I got this sickness. And obviously, like, the heat has not helped. And finally, like, you know, the whole, like, you know, I guess, like, you know, shit has calmed down, like the weather's calmed down and shit like that. Do you know what I mean? So I can finally like sleep better at the moment, and I'm still tired. I'm just like, oh my god, I'm so fucked. But basically, yeah, I ended up going down to London and staying over there at the Nationwide Foundation's what do you call it? What do you call it when someone gives you something? I don't fucking know. Hey, be cool, Theo. How you doing? How fucked up is it that I as an American feel like you say London weird? We're the worst. I don't think that's fucked up. I think that's normal, because most Americans don't know that other accents outside of London exist. So they hear a Manc say London and they're like, oh, some people say it like that. Not everyone says it like London. Do you know what I mean? It's not like, it doesn't work like that, does it? Fucking London, mate. No, there's other people that exist outside London and the south of the UK, of England. Hey, Uni the Dino, how you doing? Welcome in. Should be pronounced Nodnol. That's right. Red Dwarf moment. I appreciate your grace. Thanks. I'm not gonna say, you vile American, you disgusting piece of shit. What's wrong with you? Because the British always do that, but it's our fault. The Americans exist, isn't it? So, you know, that's shameful. Trip Maverick, how you doing? Welcome in. Good to see you. What was I talking about? I was talking about going down to London. Yeah, so got there in London really late. Like, ended up getting there at midnight. And we had to be up at like 7 the next day to get down to this event. Oh boy, it was not good. And this room in London was like so hot. It was like right near the fucking... whatchamacallit, a bunch of like betting shops and stuff, do you know what I mean? So it's just like betting lads out there all night, just like shouting and all this kind of stuff. I was like, fuck me. So intense. So I couldn't really sleep that well. I must have got like 2 hours sleep that night or something. It was really, really cringe. But yeah, so ended up struggling through the day. And the thing is that if you watch Red Planet last night, you'll know this, but like, so I was doing loads better last week. I'd been to the gym on Monday, so I was like getting back into the gym, very excited because I've lost like a shit ton of muscle. It's been like 6 weeks since I've been going to the gym regularly, and I'm just here like, you know, freaking out about it. And I was happy I was going to the gym. I was feeling better, and then all of a sudden, because of this lack of sleep, I was sick. Again, I was literally so fucking sick, just again because of the lack of sleep. It's like, that shit is so important to us, gang. It's so goddamn important to us. It regulates our immune system. It regulates everything to do with like everything that your body does. And I'm still, you could probably still see, like, I got the bags. Do you know what I mean? I'm still not fully caught up on sleep. I'm gonna have to like sleep for 12 hours tonight or some shit. But yeah, so that's that really. I had a shit day in London. Did not want to cancel the stream, but there was nothing I could do. All I wanted to do that day was like get home, get in the bath, and go to bed. And I did that, and I filled up on painkillers. I was like, right, how many painkillers can I have at once? Different types. Okay, not that many. That kind of sucks, but I got as many painkillers as I could. Strepsil thing, like a throat lozenge, and just went to bed with the fucking fan on, with like earplugs in, face mask on. I was there like Still couldn't sleep. Oh god, it was so bad. I felt loads better the next day. And then on Friday, I was like, right, to my partner, I was like, don't come round. Don't come round. Don't want to make you sick. Do you know what I mean? Don't want to make you sick. So yeah, just kind of like made sure that she wasn't going to get sick. And then my friend Olivia, you know Olivia from the video, she came round, dropped me some stuff off. So I just had some beans on toast and played video games all day. Played a bit of Banjo-Kazooie because I've been watching a speed run of that. So that's really interesting. That's really, really cool. It's a hot one right now. It is such a hot one. Honestly, it's really bad. The Red Planet episode was great yesterday. It was, wasn't it? Really, really base guy, Michael. Love him. I need 7 and some change on my cranky baby. Yeah. Fucks everybody up. Me every time going back to work after sickness too early, for real. Yeah, but like that's fucked, right? Because capitalism makes us do that. Capitalism is literally there like, oi, you better be over with that sickness real quick. Otherwise, you'll be in trouble. You'll be in trouble. And it's like, oh yeah, I'm definitely not sick. Don't worry, boss, it's fine. You know? And then you make everybody sick at work, and then everybody else is like, it's dumb. It doesn't make any sense. It doesn't even make any sense from a capital point of view, from like a capitalist's point of view, from a CEO's point of view, forcing people to come to work before they're actually like not sick anymore. Like it's so dumb. Do you know what I mean? Spoiler alert, it was understaffing every time. So intense, so intensely annoying. Barony's getting an update on the 1st of August. Oh shit, yeah. Well, I'm gonna have to stream some Barony. God, that game is very, very good. I miss that game actually quite a lot. You know? If I had slaves, I would take better care of them. I assure you. Wait, what? What are you saying? What are you saying? Just maybe don't have slaves. What? I don't understand. So yeah, so anyway, like that Friday I was just like, yeah, chilling. And then Saturday just hung out with my partner. What did we do? What did we do? I feel like we did something. I can't remember what it is. Hey, Pat Potato, how you doing? Welcome in. What did we do? It's like a... I feel like Saturday just didn't even happen. Crazy. What's going on in my brain? I can't remember what happened. Oh, wage slaves. Yeah. Okay, yeah, I'm with you. Hey, Prince, how you doing? Makes sense from always keeping power over people's perspective. Yeah, it does. Keep your serfs healthy so they can work more. This is the thing. Like, even if you are going to be like that, it just makes more sense. Yeah, you're basically... You're talking about what I was talking about. Yeah, sorry, that's my bad. Sometimes I word things in like a stupid way, and then I get surprised when people word it in like an equally stupid way. Not that it was stupid, actually. It wasn't that stupid. It was just like a little bit not unconventional. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, you know what I mean. You know what I'm saying, right? No offense. You probably worded it in a much more coherent way than I did. It's just that I'm an idiot. That's the end of it. God, I literally can't even remember what happened on Saturday. Like, I genuinely can't remember. Oh no, my partner didn't come round on Saturday. Yeah, I was like, did she come round on Saturday? Do you know what I mean? Did she come around on Saturday? But she didn't. She didn't come around on Saturday. Yeah, she had a bunch of shit to do. So I just spent a bunch of time playing video games, basically. So that's that, really. Yeah, a very boring weekend. Saw her for a bit yesterday. I'm feeling loads better now. I'm feeling like legitimately loads better. I just need like a bit more sleep. Do you know what I mean? I just need a bit more sleep. You know, like another like 12 hours of sleep would be really cool, to be honest. Like if I can just like go to bed at like midnight tonight and then sleep right through. That would be great. That would just be so good. You know, sleep right through to like 12 p.m. the next day. Maybe 1 p.m. tomorrow. I don't know. Have loads of sleep. Need that. Anyway, put me down for anti-slavery. But listen, you were already down for anti-slavery. Don't worry, I wasn't judging. I knew there was something in there that I wasn't quite getting. Love a nice 12-hour. Oh yeah, I had one of those yesterday. Today, not so much. I think I got like a 8 hours sleep today though, so that's pretty good. But it's not enough. I need more. I need to catch up more. Christ, I'm so tired. I genuinely can't believe how tired I've been over the last 2 fucking weeks. I feel like I'm going insane. Honestly, it's so bad. Just can't do anything. I'm literally like, that's why I've cancelled so many streams. So I'm just like, I'm so fucking tired. So extremely tired. One time I took a Xan and slept for 18 hours. Now that. Oh boy. That sounds like the shit. That sounds like the shit I need right there. Good God. Oh, holy fucking shit. Just fucking sedate me. Do you know what I mean? Just sedate me. Right? That's what I'm at. It's something to think about, you know? It's something to think about. 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 Isn't it? Oh, look at my eyes, chat. Look at them. You can fucking see them. You can fucking see like the... What is it that makes... Christ. Pussy lips eyes. Sorry. I just can't help it. Whenever I've been looking at my eyes recently, that's all I've been thinking. Oh, hold up. Firefox has crashed. Just give me a second. Hey, Mazovian socioeconomist. I only get 6 hours on average. Yeah, it sucks. It sucks like how much sleep people get. Yeah, it really, really does. Good to see you though. How you doing? Shuggy Senpai, how are you doing? What's going on? What's the thing that makes bags under the eyes? Why is bags under the eyes? I'm just gonna type that. Hello, Jacktastrophe. That's a pretty good name, isn't it? Welcome in. How you doing? Bags under eyes are caused when the tissue structures and muscles supporting your eyelids weaken. The skin may start to sag, and fat that's usually around the eye can move into the area below your eyes. Also, the space below your eyes can gather fluid, making the area look puffy or swollen. Need to lie down so they settle on your face again. It's true. That's what it is. That's completely what it is. You were kidding and also right. Yeah, that's what it is. It's like, you know, the gravity is like, it's pushing it all down. I don't know what that means. That doesn't even mean anything. What else have I got to tell you? No, that's it. There's not really a lot that's been going on in my life. Honestly, it's been very depressing and annoying. That day in London was pretty good, I guess. I could talk about that a little bit. It was just like, you know, talking to liberals in like a bunch of other different organizations. There was also like someone from Citizens Advice Bureau who's like very excited, like, oh my God, you guys do all like the radical housing action and stuff. And I was like, yeah, but like a lot of the time we just like tell people to follow the advice that's on your website, and they're like, oh. So that was pretty funny. That was pretty good. Hey Ashran, what's going on? I get good sleep now. I have antidepressants. It's real good stuff. Good sleep. It is, yeah. Also, I walked a record amount today, which I'm gonna say every stream chat I join. Well done. I think that's great. You walked a record amount today. Very cool. Very based. How much did you walk? And I'll pretend to understand how much that was. If you tell me that you did 20,000 steps, I'll be like, yes. Yes, well done. I know how much that is. Do you know which song I was ding just then? I'll give you 10 points if you figure it out. If you get the right answer, one who reads. Hey, it's a mammal. How you doing? Shuggy Senpai says, antidepressants make me sleep like 16 hours a day. That's mental. That's a lot. But it sounds like that's what I want. It does sound like that's what I want. To be fair, anxiety is definitely a factor. Like, it put me in mind of Edgar Winter's Frankenstein. Well, you know, it's crazy because that's a very good guess. And the thing about that is that you have done quite well in the fact that you've... wait, what's going on? You've got it right. You got it right. Wait. You got it right. Well done. Oh, wow. You win 10 points. Fantastic. I won't send you a big list of games and you won't choose one. Oh, too tired for that. Too tired for any of that. But yeah, you did it. You did it. You did it. It was Edgar Winter's Frankenstein. Yeah, literally. I've been listening to that a lot recently. It's actually like a really kick-ass tune. That's how it goes, isn't it? Only like 300 meters. I have MS and I'm recovering from a broken leg. That's fucking really good. That's really good. That's really good, Ashran. That's so cool. I would literally work and then go to sleep immediately until the next day. It was rough, to be honest. Yeah, that's what capitalism wants, though, isn't it? They want you, like, don't do anything. Don't think about anything. In the time that you're not in work, don't think about anything. Don't do anything. That's why we've got so many, like, garbage TV shows that mean nothing. They don't have any, like, special good messages or anything like that. You know? It's just dog shit, bullshit, fucking close your brain off and just let it happen. Do you know what I mean? Close your brain off and let it happen until you're in work the next day when you must work as hard as humanly possible. And that's it. And if you're struggling in those moments, because at the end of the day, let's face it, right? Let's face it, like, okay, not all depression is this, but a lot of depression is this. And that is that we have no prospects, we have no dreams, we have no possibility to save. A lot of us don't have any prospects of, like, owning a house ever, or even, like, having any kind of, like, nice life beyond what this is. Like, this is it. Do you know what I mean? Like, for a lot of us, for the rest of the time, do you know what I mean? Like, it's very likely that I will, like, stay at this level of, like, Twitch streamer for a long time. Do you know what I mean? Maybe for the rest of my life. I'm fine with that. I've made peace with it. But the thing is, it is depressing, isn't it? And that is quite depressing. And so it's really such a kick in the face that when you go to, like, the doctor, you're like, I've thought about all this stuff and it's fucked and I'd just rather die, I think. And they're like, well, you should have these pills that make you not think about that stuff and just be a very good hard worker that sleeps a lot and you don't even need to eat that much. So there you go. How good's that? And everyone's like, not that good, actually. In fact, that's a bit bullshit. You know what I mean? You hear, like, a lot of people who are, like, on antidepressants who are there like, I do not like how these make me feel. I don't like how they make me feel. I feel like I don't experience emotions. I'm not experiencing the full... Do you know what I mean? It's like I would much rather just, like, have the full human experience, which is not capitalism. You know? Not neoliberal, violent, horrific capitalism. But there you go. Anyway. But that is not all depression. You know, caveat. Not caveat. What disclaimer? I said the disclaimer at the start. Repeating the disclaimer at the end because I know someone's going to come in and say, "Yes, well, I have depression. It's nothing to do with that." Yes, I know that exists. I'm not an idiot. Sportsy, how's it going? Welcome in. I feel like it's been forever since been in. I see your charming face. How are you doing? It's good to see you. Yeah, it's been a while. I'll tell you exactly how long it's been. It's been 26th of September last year. There you go. That's how long it's been. I don't know. I'm on this shit called Trintalix and it works. Oh, listen, there's definitely, like, antidepressants out there that are going to be a lot better for people. Do you know what I mean? 100%. Again, you know, disclaimer, this isn't like the case for everybody. It's like the 6th or 7th I've tried. Well, this is the issue, right? This is the issue. This is exactly what I'm talking about. Like, why is the one that is effective, you know what I mean? And it always seems to be the same story. Why is it that the medication that seems to be the most effective for people with this condition seems to be not the one that they give out straight away? You know what I mean? Where it's like, why don't they just give people what they want? Why don't they just do that? Well, because the other stuff makes it easier to exploit you, basically. That's what it is, isn't it? Oh, what a fucking load of shit. Anyway, should we crack on with the stream, chat? Should we get on with it? Should we get on with it? Chat, we're not going to go into the politics section. Yeah, they say, like, have some Lexapro. It'll make your dick weird. Deal with it. Right. You know? I had to ask for the one that I'm on specifically because I'd heard about it from a friend, not because I was informed of options. Yeah. Oh. Conrad, how are you doing, man? Everybody go follow that Conrad Zimmerman. He's a lovely lad. What a lovely lad. It's our producer from Red Planet. Can you believe it? He says, this also goes back to the conversation we were having yesterday, an approval process for drugs. I'm sure there are a lot of also ran drugs that don't get approval that could help a lot of people. 1,000%. 1,000%. 1,000%. That is interesting and fucked, actually. It's because they don't know why the medication fixes depression or if it even will. Yeah. It's completely fucked that they would even, like, give people things that they don't even know if it's going to work. You know what I mean? Cringe. Completely cringe. It's almost like there's more money to be made in keeping you depressed than there is in a cure or an effective medication. So, that's that, isn't it? Anyway, let's check this out. This is my friend Luna. This is her first ever video essay, so this is really exciting for her, and it would mean the world to me, chat, if you went over to her channel, and as always, as I always ask you to do, subscribe, like, give her a comment, share, etc. Do you know what I mean? So, so that she can feel good about herself. You know, you might want to wait until we watch the video before you do that, which is completely understandable. I will not blame you if you do that yourself. But yeah, we're going to check this out. It's about 50 million merits. It's Black Mirror's scariest episode according to Luna herself. So we're going to have a little look and see what she's saying. Okay, it's starting. The stream of reacting is starting now. Conrad says, at the same time, because everyone's chemistry is a little different, finding something consistent that works is a real challenge. That's right. Main side effect of SSRIs is suicidal ideation, or thinking it's a good idea to end your life. Yeah, completely fucked. Completely fucked. Good episode, probably one of the better Black Mirrors. Yeah, I don't know if anyone... Like, okay, so give us a 1 in the chat if you've seen the latest season. 2 if not. Because I've watched all of them. And I thought there was some good stuff in there. I thought there was some mid stuff in there. But overall, it was good. It was a good one. Okay, so lots of people haven't watched the new season. So I won't talk too much about the new season then. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. There's some stuff in there. There's some definite, like, social commentary in there that's, like, anti-capitalist and shit like that. You bounced after Bandersnatch? Yeah, I don't think Bandersnatch is like I didn't watch Bandersnatch. I thought that was like really like too much of an effort to actually like get involved with. Do you know what I mean? I was like, I'm not playing a game and watching a show. Like, I'm either playing a game or watching a show. I'm not gonna play like a full motion video game from the 90s. You know? Black Mirror has good politics. It's got good politics sometimes. I've seen two episodes of Black Mirror and went, oh, it's the Twilight Zone, but shit. Yeah, kinda, but I would argue that it's watching 2 episodes is not a good you know, analysis point, because yes, there are definitely like mid episodes to bad episodes. Yeah, could probably do like a bunch of stuff. What if your mum ran on batteries? Exactly. Adam1729 knows exactly what Black Mirror is all about. It's stuff like that. What if your mum ran on batteries? What if your mum was a battery? So all stuff like that. It's great. But yeah, because there's so many different people who direct it. Like the writing is like definitely good, in a lot of regards. But like there are people who, lots of different directors who like do the episodes and stuff, which I think is good. but sometimes that can mean that like the you know, the quality of the episode is driven down. Like the content is good in terms of writing, but then sort of like, you know, the acting and the sets and shit like that. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, I'd probably say I'm the same as you, Adam. Like I'm like, you know, I like this most of the time. It's one of the better shows on TV, personally, I would say. Do you know what I mean? I don't watch TV at all. Like I don't watch any fucking series. It's very rare that I'll watch like a series. I think the last series that I watched was Them, which was, for those of you that don't know, it's about the black family that moves into Compton before the you know, at the end of Jim Crow. So I'm not, you know, I'm not huge into seasons like TV shows or anything like that. And I'm currently making my current partner watch Twin Peaks, you know, from like fucking 25 years ago, whenever it was. So yeah, that's the kind of shit that I think about TV shows. And so yeah, but I will watch every Black Mirror whenever that comes out. I just like Charlie Brooker. I think he's a really good writer, to be honest. Definitely depends on the two you watched. Yeah, you should watch game and quiz shows. Yeah. The episode with the two mates who play the VR fighting game hit my trans heart. Right, that's a really, really good episode. That's like gay as shit, but it's like really, yeah, I can see that there's like probably a lot of like trans stuff in there. I was thinking about that the other day. I was talking to my partner about it because that is like so good. If you don't know about this one, it's basically like these two guys, they play like a VR fighting game, but when they're in it, like they just want to have sex with each other. Like it's so good. They like have sex with each other's characters. It's fucking great. Oh, it's so good. It's so gay. So anyway, what else we got? What if you find out you're the battery for your mum? What if that happens? Exactly, yeah. Remember the Christmas one at the cottage? I don't know what that one is. I saw the one about the Prime Minister fucking a pig. The one that was just about capitalist recuperation via a bike machine and game show economy. Struggling to remember that one. But yeah, me too. I can't get Linda to get through the return though. Well, yeah, Lena's kind of struggling with like Twin Peaks. I'm like, every now and then I'll be like, what's happening? And she'll be like, I don't know, which is fine. So I don't know how she's going to deal with the return, because the return is like a lot more esoteric and blah, do you know what I mean? Oh, the latter is 15 million merits. So like this is the one that we're gonna watch. Okay, interesting. So we'll check this out and see what's going down. Pretty sure I saw the first two seasons, but never remember shit. Definitely remember the pig fucker. Yeah, that's like the one that everybody remembers for sure. I fucking love the return. It's Lynch saying, oh, you wanted more? Okay, fuck you. Well, yeah, I mean, I don't know. I feel like he always planned to do it, because to me, the return, Twin Peaks, the return, this is chat. This is all of chat's problem now, because Conrad's got me talking about Twin Peaks. I feel like the return is like his magnum opus. That's what it feels like. It feels like forget Inland Empire. You know, like that's a fucking great movie, but generally speaking, I feel like Twin Peaks: The Return is David Lynch's like, this is what I wanted to do. It's not exactly what he wanted to do, because, of course, what was it? PBS Showtime. They didn't give him enough. What's the word? Time to do his standard process, which is like, get the set ready, get the lighting ready, get all the cast ready, get them all, and sit in the set for like hours and hours and hours until they feel the vibe and they get the vibe right and they get dreamy. They didn't have a chance to get dreamy, he said, like, you know, during the production and stuff. So like, it's not going to be like fully what he wanted to do, but I think it's fucking phenomenal. I just think it's so good. Everything about it is just amazing. So incredibly good. I'm interested to see Luna's argument here, but off the top of my head, I'd say White Bear is the scariest episode. Which one's White Bear? He fought them pretty good to get those last few episodes. Yeah, for real. Twin Peaks is really the only Lynch I enjoy. Really? That's interesting. That's interesting, because Twin Peaks is basically Blue Velvet. Twin Peaks is basically a TV show version of Blue Velvet. White Bear's the woman in the suburban area being stalked by people. Maybe I've not seen that one then. Maybe I've not seen that one. Wait, what? Nah, I've not seen this one. It's a ride? I'm gonna have to check it out. Okay, cool. Cool. Corrected. I also like Blue Velvet. What about the Elephant Man? You can't. Anyway, listen, I'm done. Okay, right. We're gonna check this out. Make sure you play the video in a muted tab alongside the stream. Like, comment, subscribe, share, tell your friends. Boom, let's go.
So at the time of crafting this ramble into something at least a bit cohesive, Black Mirror's latest season, which was not high on my list of things I thought I'd see in 2023 at all, has just been released, and it's got me nostalgic for the early series. What a sentence. Nostalgic for Series 1 of Black Mirror. Probably doesn't belong on the same level as various other nostalgia bait clogging the movie and streaming scene right now.
Hang on. I gotta turn this up. It's a bit quiet. Is everybody else getting it quiet? Is that loud enough for everybody? I'll turn it up a bit. 3 decibels, let's go.
But here we are. And I had a lot of thoughts surrounding the way that Netflix handled the newer seasons all in all, and that is absolutely not a statement to say that I hate what they've done or that Netflix have mismanaged the mission statement of what Black Mirror is. But to me, it's definitely not really been the same show anymore. What I've come to think is that
Prince.
The Netflix seasons are like the US version, and the earlier seasons are like the UK version. A divide that's often hit or miss. I think we can all agree. Of course, US versions can be great or better than the original UK shows that they're based on. And then, yeah, there's been some real misses as well.
Wait, what? There's like American versions of Skins? Wait, what the fuck is this? What is this? The In-Betweeners USA? Why do they do this, man? Why do they do this?
In Black Mirror's case, I definitely don't hold the opinion that is worse at all. I'm a little put off by the use of more recognizable actors who I end up just seeing as themselves rather than the characters they portray, but honestly, that's probably
I agree with that. So, and this is like pretty unfortunate, but like, what's Jesse Pinkman from Breaking Bad's real life name? What's that actor's name? He's in one of the episodes with fucking what's his face from. Oh, he looks like Aaron Paul. Yeah, Aaron Paul. He's in one of the new episodes, and so is your man from The Faculty. If you've ever watched The Faculty and some of those like early 90s, mid noughties films, God, what's his fucking name? Oh my God, his name escapes me. It's like, hold up, The Faculty. Josh Hartnett. He's in it with Aaron Paul, and it's just like, there's just like a very, 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 it's hard to not see them in it. Do you know what I mean? It's legitimately hard to not see them in terms of like, you know, Jon Stewart is the only memorable person in The Faculty. Are you telling me that you don't remember Elijah Wood after sniffing a bunch of like homemade cocaine or whatever it is? And he's like sit there and he's giggling and he literally just like goes, showdown. Wait, we gotta find that clip. They must have that clip on thingy. What is it like homemade coke? I don't know what does he make in the bathroom? He makes a drug in the bathroom, doesn't he? Or whatever. It's probably meth. I don't know. But what do you sniff? That's like, you don't sniff meth. Can't that fucking kill you if you sniff meth? Elijah Wood Faculty Showdown. There must be like a clip of that. Yeah. Hold up. It's the drug test, right? Because they're like, they have to sniff this drug because they realize that the drug that like Josh Hartnett is making or whatever, it could kill the aliens. You can snort meth, but I don't suggest it. Wait. What's going on? She like fucking... like the end of the thing and she like flips out and runs away. And then it like cuts back to him. Where is it? Hold up. I gotta show you this, chat. I gotta show you this shit.
Oh, shit. Shoot her in the head, Casey.
I don't know what's happening.
Shoot her, Casey. No, don't shoot her, Casey. Shoot her, Casey. She's fucking one of them, man.
There's nowhere to go. Nowhere to hide. We're everywhere. I'll fucking shoot her.
Yeah, Clea Duval! Get her! Yeah, this VOD's getting fucking blocked in all countries on YouTube. Let's go! Find this VOD at my Patreon. Wait, no, this isn't it. It's like a bit where he says showdown. Where is it? He like gets really high and he's laughing his ass off.
Nothing's wrong with him, you asshole. He's tweaking. Let him fucking tweak. Now you. Your turn.
It's Poppers. Have I imagined this? There's definitely like a bit where Elijah Wood is like, showdown. I've not made it up. I've not made it up at all. We're just gonna have to watch this whole scene. I'm sorry, chat. We're just gonna have to watch all of this to prove that I've not made it up.
Stokely.
I'm not putting that hack drug up my nose. It's so 80s.
Aliens are taking over the Earth.
It's so 80s.
What's in it?
Mostly caffeine, some other household shit.
Mostly caffeine.
Now you, Delilah.
No. Her first. I'm allergic. Yeah, and I'm Portuguese. Who cares?
Yo, is this much fun, man? Sometimes she can be a real bitch. You know what I'm saying? You know? You both take it.
You can't, you know I can't.
How is this ever gonna work, by the way?
You have to take it.
If she's allergic.
Showdown.
There it is! There it is! I knew he said it! There it is! There it is!
Showdown.
I knew I hadn't made it up. I knew I hadn't made it up. How can you can't sit there and say to me that Jon Stewart is the most memorable character in the faculty when Elijah Wood has that quotable, literally quotable moment. Okay, anyway, I've been vindicated. I'm right. Conrad's wrong, I'm afraid. Right, that's the end of that, isn't it? We've done that. We've done that bit now, chat. We've done that bit now. Yeah, that bit, it's like that bit in Carpenter's The Thing where they zap samples of everyone blue. Yeah. Well, they clearly took shit from that in the faculty. I was right and it was worth it because I've been socialized to be right, and so I must always prove that I'm right, especially when another man challenges me. Otherwise, that means I'm not man enough, doesn't it? That's what it is. I'll forget Elijah tomorrow. I won't forget the dozen of times Jon Stewart mentioned how shit he is in the faculty. Oh, I didn't know that he said that. Don't recommend twatting a line of caffeine. Yeah, no, that's probably bad. That's probably bad for everybody. It's probably bad for everybody. Anyway, listen, we've done that bit now. I've proved that I'm right, even though I'm not right, because it's subjective, isn't it? It's a subjective thing. What a silly thing to be, you know, to try and be right about. Right. Okay. So, how do you when a woman/femme person challenges you? Well, that's easy because they're never right, are they? They're never correct. So you don't need to even challenge them. That's how the patriarchy works. And that's how we abuse that as men, isn't it? So there you go. This is a joke for anyone who can't read jokes that well. I don't actually believe any of this stuff.
Me problem. And it's not like I can say series 1 was full of nobodies. There's now a ton of recognizable faces in there. There's Hayley Atwell. There's Jodie Whittaker.
Hey, Squirrel Nuts.
Daniel Kaluuya. Hey, look, it's Daniel Kaluuya from 2017 hit Get Out. So that brings us back to the point. My main ramble about the episode that has stuck most with me all these years later, despite what Wikipedia tells me, that on critics' lists of Black Mirror episodes by quality.
Is it too loud now, chat? I'm having a real tough time here with audio balancing because I turned myself up for Red Planet, so like I've turned myself down a bit now. And hopefully now it shouldn't be doing that. So, oh, whoa. That wasn't meant to happen. Hey, Death and a Lovely Italian, how you doing? Welcome in. Okay.
It generally places middling or poorly. Here's 15 million merits.
That does explain why you're the second loudest audio track on Red Planet. I can't fucking win. Why can't I win? I can't get anything right. What the fuck is that about? Everyone on Red Planet is always like, you're too quiet. And then now, Conrad's like, you're one of the loudest ones. Bollocks. Complete bollocks. Anyway, I'm slightly lower than the video, but neither is... Right, well, in that case, it definitely needs to be quieter. Let's put that there. All right. Right, now we're sorted. Everything is balanced.
Because you've obviously watched it before diving into a video about it, right? Yeah?
I've not. No, I can't remember it.
Okay, well, that's actually very relatable. I get it. In any case, here's how it goes. Content warning for discussions of dissociation.
Okay, here we go. Let's throw this in. Content warning. We're doing this on the fly. Dissociation. Sexual assault. Oh, hold up. Threats of suicide. Well, I think that would just be like suicide, right? Suicide. Okay. Cool. Hold up. Damn it. What the fuck? Okay, there we go. There we go. There we go. Cool. All right, we made it, chat. We did it. We did it. I'm a real streamer. Thoristar, how are you doing? Welcome in. You have the cursed blessing of being a leftist with good audio, but in the leftist audio, no one can hear you scream in good fidelity. That's very true, isn't it? Thank you for that validation. How are you doing, Thor? It's good to see you.
Sexual assault and threats of suicide. Bingham Bing Madsen wakes up to a serenely peppy tone, like most phone alarms would know, in a room packed with screens to create one image. He sits up and a login screen with his profile appears. He goes on to brush his teeth. Another familiar activity, so we know that this is his normal reality and it's not at all distant from ours in 2011 or now. Black Mirror becomes literal as even the mirror is a screen. Shows scrolling breaking news, although if you pause to read, it's really just pop-up articles. And always on the bottom right is his profile's number. Wow, I wonder what they call it. And then, as soon as he looks up from spitting out his toothpaste, he's hit with a pornographic ad on his mirror. He swipes it away and puts in earbuds with a Christmas #1 vibes cover of ABBA's I Have a Dream that plays as he leaves his cell to start his day. Side note, this cover isn't really on YouTube when I was looking for it to refresh my memory on the ultra saccharine alteration, and I could not understand the comments I saw regretting a full version wasn't available. Different strokes for different folks. We're shown that in this society, people work in closed communal spaces to power their world by riding exercise bikes all day and also to earn a currency called merit. Merits are spent on skipping ads, virtual clothes for their virtual people, and all the more obvious things, like food. Our other tiny window into this world's rules are the people Bing bikes next to: a crude self-involved man, a mild-mannered uncertain young man, and a young woman who is sensible and critical. At the risk of causing distress from revisiting Baby's first psychology, one thing is how the
Oh, I hated this episode. Yeah, did you?
three seem to correlate to the id, ego, and superego. Anyway, one day someone new arrives, Abby Khan, played by Jessica Brown Findlay, and Bing quickly finds himself developing feelings for her and her gentle, unusual habits. After hearing her singing a song he's never heard before, he encourages Abby to enter a Got Talent-style game show called Hot Shots, where judges' approval means freedom from their conditions, personal space, clothes that aren't grey jumpsuits, and no longer having to grind on a bike for merits. The price of $12 million seems a problem, till Bing explains he has the means due to his brother's death and the transfer of his merits to Bing's account. She argues he should spend it on things himself, but he tells her, it's all just stuff, it's confetti, you've got something real. What better to spend it on? I just want something real to happen. Later, when he goes to purchase the ticket for her, he finds that the price has gone up from 12 to 15 million merits, which would almost wipe his account, but he still buys the ticket. They go to the audition together, right up to the sidelines of the stage, where she's required to drink Cup-Liance, liquid courage. It's compulsory for all attendants, and more to the point, it'll stop you puking with nerves.
Wait, what is it called? Cop Lions?
It's compulsory for all attendants, where she's required to drink Cup-Liance, liquid courage. It's compulsory for all attendants, and more to the point, it'll stop you puking with nerves.
Okay.
Abby performs Anyone Who Knows What Love Is, the song that has since become one of the big Easter eggs of the anthology series. The three judges, Hope, Charity, and Wraith, Rupert Everett, Julie
Incredible. Absolutely incredible.
Davis, and Ashley Thomas, and the crowd are clearly inspired.
Compliance.
However, Hope states they have no more room for a merely above-average singer. Judge Wraith, a newer judge brought in to consider more of a reality viewing slant, makes sexually humiliating comments towards her, and offers her a winning place as a porn star on Wraith Babes. Realistically, sweetheart, it's that or the bike. Bing tries to intervene but is dragged away and, after excitement and chanting from the judges and crowd, Abby, who has been drugged by the Cup-Liance, reluctantly agrees while Bing protests off stage. Bing returns without Abby and with very few merits left, where he continues his daily routine listlessly. One day while playing a game in his cell, an advert for a new episode of Wraith Babes featuring Abby appears. Lacking enough merits to skip the ad, Bing tries to look away, but the automated system emits an increasingly high-pitched and louder beeping noise that only stops when he opens his eyes to look. He tries to escape into the bathroom, but the portal's disabled during commercial, and he finally breaks down, bashing one of the screens until the glass shatters. He eyes up a large shard of broken screen and the empty Cup-Liance container from Abby's audition earlier, and he gets an idea. He hides them both under his bed and spends the next several months aggressively earning merits on his bike, as well as being extremely economical, even scavenging others' unattended food in order to regain the 15 million merits to buy another Hot Shots ticket. Prior to his audition, Bing hides the shard of glass in his trousers and stands patiently in the waiting room every day without expression, until he is called in due to the judges wanting an ethnic contestant. He feigns to the stagehands that he already drank his Cup-Liance using Abby's empty container and walks on stage. Bing starts with a dance act that impresses the judges and crowd, but stops suddenly, drawing the shard of glass and pressing it to his neck, threatening to kill himself live on the show if he does not get a chance to speak. With an impatient tone, Ray encourages him to kill himself, adding a flippant comment to not get any blood on him. But he isn't stopped from speaking. Judge Hope shouts at him to speak, so Bing speaks, in a tormented, raw burst of heartbreak at the system and what it's done to society, humanity, and to Abby.
I'm gonna feature, didn't plan words, I didn't even try to.
Damn, I'm just like... too quiet, too quiet.
I just knew I had to get here to stand here.
This bit was somewhat inspired by the network. Yeah. I was thinking that. Well, I mean, it's also inspired by like most other critiques of authoritarian capitalism, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? Like, there's definitely echoes of like Brazil in here. There's echoes of like 1984, echoes of, like you say, the network. So yeah, there's a lot going on, a lot of influences for sure. Yeah. This bit is like legitimately the network. Like, I'm gonna kill myself live on TV tomorrow unless something else. Do you know what I mean? Yeah.
I want you to listen.
To really listen, not just pull a face like you're listening, like you do the rest of the time. A face like you're feeling instead of processing. You pull a face and poke it towards the stage, and la-dee-da, we sing and dance and tumble around, and all you see up here is not people. You don't see people up here, it's all fodder. And the faker the fodder is, the more you love it, because fake fodder's the only thing that works anymore. Fake fodder is all that we can stomach. Actually, not quite all. Real pain, real viciousness, that we can take. Yeah, stick a fat man up a pole and we'll laugh ourselves feral, because we've earned the right. We've done cell time and he's slacking the scum, so ha 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 at him. Because we're so out of our minds with desperation, we don't know any better. All we know is fake fodder and buying shit. That's how we speak to each other, how we express ourselves is buying shit. I have a dream. The peak of our dreams is a new hat for our doppel, a hat that doesn't exist. It's not even there. We buy shit that's not even there. Show us something real and free and beautiful. You couldn't. It'd break us. We're too numb for it. Our minds would choke. There's only
Hey,
so much
Anya, how's it
wonder we
going?
can bear. That's why when you find any wonder whatsoever, you dole it out in meager portions, and only then till it's augmented and packaged and pumped through 10,000 pre-assigned filters till it's nothing more than a meaningless series of lights while we ride day in, day out. Going where? Powering what? All tiny cells in tiny screens and bigger cells in bigger screens, and fuck you. Fuck you, that's what it boils down to, is fuck you. Fuck you for sitting there and slowly making things worse. Fuck you and your spotlight and your sanctimonious faces, and fuck you all for taking the one thing I ever came close to anything real about anything, for oozing around it and crushing it into a bone, into a joke, one more ugly joke in a kingdom of millions, and then fuck you for happening, fuck you for me, for us, for everyone, fuck you. Instead of taking his words into consideration, all three judges praised Bing for his performance. He's offered his own platform for his criticism. Time has clearly passed, although everything continues as it was before, and we see Bing, on his live stream, finishing a scathing diatribe, with a shard of glass to his neck. It's clearly his gimmick.
Oh, it's us. It's like it's Twitch politics live streamers. I didn't know that's how that went. Like, I've not seen this episode, so I got no idea. Literally no idea.
Disconnect. He encourages viewers to return next time. He now lives in a penthouse-like cell that is much bigger than his original.
Apart from that, like, that is not what we have. Well, not all of us. Maybe one of us. You know the one I'm talking about. It's recuperation, I said. How is it recuperation, sorry? I don't understand.
The episode ends as Bing pours himself a bright glass of orange juice and stands staring out of a window spanning a whole wall into a lush, endless forest.
Yeah, stick a fat man up a pole and we'll laugh ourselves feral, because we've earned the right. We've done solo time and he's slacking the scum, so ha 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 at him.
As much as I'm in the age range now where I feel like 2011 was only 2 years ago, it was in fact 12 years ago. And now the glamour
Stop it.
significantly faded and former contestants have spoken out regarding their experiences. A lot of people now have arrived at the view that those music competition shows were pretty messed up.
Yep.
Talent shows in general have been categorized as an offshoot of reality TV. A distracting moniker for promoting a genre that's just as manufactured as a scripted drama, but so much cheaper by cutting out the need to hire and pay professional actors and simply exploiting people like us for being themselves. The ethical and moral deviousness of the 2000s strain of talent shows has had a wave of revisitation.
My headcanon is that his windows are actually more realistic screens. I think that is not even like headcanon. I think that's what's implied, no? Like he's still living in a box. It's just like a massive box, and he just has like a higher definition thing. You know what I mean? That's what it's gonna be, right?
Critique in recent years.
And that's like, it's an obvious critique of capitalism, right? It's an obvious critique that like, even if you like escape the rat race, you're still in the system, aren't you? In the story, he attempts to shake people out of the existing system with the threat that he'll kill himself. At the end, he's been shown as personally better of his act off by his act being incorporated into the existing system completely. Oh, right. Is that how they... Because to me, that didn't seem like that's what was going down. It seems like he's still trapped in the system, like I was saying. But again, I don't understand how that's recuperation. Recuperation, I thought, was the recuperation of leftist ideas by right-wingers, by neoliberal right-wingers. So, for example, recuperation would be TERFs saying it's sexist to not listen to women when they're being transphobic, right? Che Guevara t-shirt. I feel like recuperation is a bit more than like appropriation and commodification of like leftist people, leftist figureheads.
Years. Now there's more awareness surrounding participants' nominal participation fees for often being manipulated and humiliated in the process. Lifetime's Unreal is a whole scripted drama show which uses the perspective of backstage reality TV as a setting to illustrate that it's impossible to be purely authentic in front of an audience, and it's equally impossible to maintain.
In the sociological sense, recuperation is the process by which politically radical ideas and images are twisted, co-opted, absorbed, diffused, incorporated, annexed, or commodified within media culture and bourgeois society, and thus become interpreted through a neutralized, innocuous, or more socially conventional perspective. Ah, okay, all right, cool. And where have you got that from? Like Wikipedia or something, or like a book? I don't know. I genuinely don't know this shit, but like, yeah, I could like see. But again, like, I don't really see how that, like, relates to this episode of Black Mirror, because it's like, I don't really think that, like, it doesn't strike me that Charlie Brooker would, or Connie Hook, for that matter, would, like, you know, see that, and then, you know, write that episode, and then be like, oh, look, everything's fine now, this is good, it's good that he did that. You know what I mean? Like, that doesn't seem like recuperation. That seems like he desperately fought out against the system, but it's too late. Do you know what I mean? It's literally what happens. He criticizes the system, and his critique is turned into an entertainment product. Yeah. Yeah. For real. Oh, so hang on a second. So I don't understand this then. Sociological sense, recuperation is a process by which politically radical ideas and images are twisted, co-opted, absorbed, diffused, incorporated, annexed, or commodified within media culture, bourgeois society. Right, okay, so you're saying that, right, okay. Yeah. But, you know, then again, right, okay, so you're saying that Black Mirror, the writers of Black Mirror are doing the recuperation. That's what you're saying. But, or you're saying in the show, that's what happens. He gets recuperated in the show, in the canon of the show. The first or the second one. Because the first one, I don't agree with. The second one, that makes sense to me. Definitely. Because that is what happens, for sure. Okay, I'm not going to wait for people in the chat to just respond. I'm just going to play the video.
An illusion for long without beginning to fall for it.
The script is about recuperation. Right, yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah. I agree with that. Also, hi, Video Pheasant. It's good to see you. Yeah. I agree with that bit. I was thinking that Ashrand was saying that, like, the story... Yeah. Okay, yeah. I understand now. I was thinking that you meant, like, Black Mirror was trying to do recuperation, and I was like, that doesn't make sense. But yeah, I get you now. I get you now. Yeah.
In 15 Million Merits, we're shown the Hot Shots contestants, normal working people, being prepared to sell a dream. The scene is jarring in its lack of accompanying soundtrack. Because we've likely been presented with dozens of clips of similar footage. The young hopefuls coming from underprivileged backgrounds, waiting for their time to shine. We expect things to go well for Abby because we're in a story of a story. We can see she truly is destined to leave the bike behind. We just don't know how. The jam-packed waiting room and cacophony of voices crowding Abby and Bing's ears as well as ours, with no backing track to soften it, evokes the kind of fear and anxiety of being helplessly trapped in a crowd. So we can sympathize with Abby's panic. A very obvious visual for that feeling of isolation, despite not being physically alone, and with the looming pressure of preparing for judgment. The atmosphere is less hopeful and more akin to a police lineup when Abby's told to use a sort of camcorder confessional we've seen in shows like Channel 4's Big Brother. I guess I'd like to be as big as Selma one day. A raw promotional clip to send out the message that it's people like you who worked for their fame, who worked to be seen. Judge Hope even uses this narrative to chasten and shame Abby when she hesitates to accept their offer.
Who do you think is powering that spotlight?
Millions of people, that's who. All of them, out there right now, putting in an honest day on the bike. They would give anything, do anything, to be where you are right now. Am I right? You want to cock a snick at all that as though it's nothing. As though they're nothing. And that makes me sick. No longer selling her the dream with the last winner Selma, but selling the illusion with guilt. This shaming and accusation reflects the surveillance culture influence on reality TV, and the taking pleasure from judging other people this genre indulges and encourages in its viewers.
Yep.
Moreover, despite the abundant encouragement of what I guess these days would call main character syndrome, the term entitled still appears to be an insult reserved most often for young women.
Yeah.
A girl having the view that she's too good for something or someone has frequently been used to judge a girl as having a poor character and needing to be humbled with some good Christian hard work at best and assault at worst. And ultimately, Abby is heckled and hushed into stardom on Rafe's erotica channels. We'll revisit that later.
I love Twitch chat messages so much. Be Cool Theo says, horror gives me so much anxiety. Like, why do people even think of this stuff? What's going on? I genuinely love horror movies for like that in particular. So like, you know, the Awesomeo
Tree Fiddy.
Oh my goodness, thank you so much for the £41. That's absolutely absurd. Thank you so much for supporting the stream and supporting the channel and subbing off Twitch. I really, really appreciate that. Yeah, 350, let's fucking go. That means, chat, we've only got £100 to go before we unlock movie night for this month. And I've forgotten what I said we were going to watch on movie night. Maybe I'll remember in a second if it's coming. I feel like it's coming, but I'm not entirely sure. I can't remember. Never mind. It's gone. I don't know what it is, but thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Horror, hopefully. I don't know if it was horror. We were talking about it last week, but now I've like completely forgot. I should write these things down. And listen, I'm still getting back into streaming. I'm still getting back into streaming. I've not really quite figured it out. But anyway, we'll watch some really, really cool films. Whatever it is. If you know me, you know I like cool films. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. But yeah, if you're liking what you're watching, if you're enjoying your time here, if you want to see me succeed and survive, please consider donating to the stream. As you can see, it's the last week of June, and these are my June living costs. We're not even remotely anywhere close to what that is. So I would really appreciate, really appreciate some donos. No pressure. I know that not everyone can do it. You know, I do have like a fail safe, but I would rather not use that. Do you know what I mean? I would rather like, yeah. Anyway, so yeah, please consider subbing off Twitch. 100% of the dough. Oh my god, Johnny, what the fuck?
Fiffy Tree.
Johnny, what the fuck? Thank you so much for the £53. Holy fucking shit, dude. Thank you so much for subbing off Twitch. Thank you so much for supporting the stream. I really appreciate that. Oh my god. Yeah, literally 50. Chat, we can fucking do it today. We can 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 do it today. Literally do it today. Hey, Velvet Chest, how you doing? Welcome in. Welcome in. Me and you doing the Dragon Ball Fusion dance. Yeah, Awesome and Johnny doing the Fusion. Ha! Getting us to that 400. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Honestly, I can't fucking thank you enough. Seriously. Thank you for supporting me. Thank you for subbing off Twitch. What did I miss in the chat? Horror gives me so much anxiety. Yeah. I just love, honestly, I just genuinely love anything that makes me feel like, so I have like a lot of anxiety about like a lot of real things or like things that could possibly happen. The reason that I enjoy horror films is because it's nowhere near as scary. It's far more comforting for me to like see people terrified of something that isn't real than me to think of like my anxiety that I have on like a day-to-day basis. Do you know what I mean? About things like me leaving the oven on and that means that a spark happens somewhere and then my flat explodes and then everything that I have is gone. Do you know what I mean? I guess that's how I feel, right? I suggest people who are doing well use some of their extras, cover those who are scared. Hey, listen, one who reads, we don't shame people here. If you're financially capable, that's fine. If you're not financially capable, don't worry about it. Even if you are doing particularly well, do not want anyone to feel shamed. That's not what we do here, yeah? We don't fucking do that. We don't fucking do that, you know? It's people's choice. It's people's choice as to whether they want to support me or whatever. But hey, Nada161, how you doing? Welcome in. Welcome in. Brooker said it was an incredibly reductive, piss-taking version of capitalism, which just makes me want to ask whether he knows what the version we have is doing right now. Well, I mean, I think that he knows that the version that we have now involves a lot more killing. I would definitely say he knows that it involves a lot more killing. Do you know what I mean? Last night's Red Planet was extremely good. I was unfortunately extremely tired. It was extremely good. I was listening to a lot of it. I was definitely listening to a lot of it. But I also was finding it hard to hear a lot of it. So, it's whatever. Horror used to be scary, and then it became secret comedy. Well, yeah, but there are some good horror films out there still. Like, Skinamarink is very scary. Skinamarink is a super scary film. They do a lot of things right in Skinamarink. I want to watch Skinamarink again, to be honest, very soon. In fact, I might watch it after the stream tonight. Very, very, very good atmospheric horror. But Malignant, for example, which I do a review of in my coming Patreon exclusive video. Yes, very much a comedy for the most of it, for the most part. If you've not watched Malignant, if you fancy a laugh and you're not too bothered about like gore and stuff like that, check it out. I legit find... Oh, I don't know if I said hi to Nada. Hi, Nada. How you doing? I legit find most political thrillers infinitely scarier if they're written by people who are well aware of the world, let's say. Yeah. For real. I think I know what you mean by that. It's interesting because I don't watch horror because my brain goes, that wasn't scary. You know what would make it actually scary, though? And then tells me for months. Right. Yeah. Yeah. It's fucked. It's fucked. Truthfully, I watched one episode of Tales from the Crypt when I was too young and fuck horror ever since. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry you went through that. I loved that shit when I was a kid. I loved things like Tales from the Crypt or like Goosebumps or like going Round the Twist. All these ones. I loved it. I loved it so much. I remember being afraid of the film Hocus Pocus as a kid, but not Alien. Yeah, because you couldn't understand Alien yet. Alien is like scary, but like you don't understand why when you're a kid. Have you ever felt like this? Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Big tune. When strange things happen and you go in round the twist. Right, let's crack on with this.
The surveillance and systemic condemnation of people not working as hard is mostly seen throughout the episode, with the people dressed in yellow who clean all day in the biking stations. People are assigned to this position and dressed in distinguishing yellow once they succumb to eating mostly the cheapest sugary foods from the vending machines.
True video pheasant, true.
Something we get the impression in the episode is the majority of the food offered and are no longer fit to bike consistently all day.
Yeah, but like for me, Alien is scary because of the themes, right? That's what I'm trying to get at. Like Alien is scary because of the themes. Like there is a lot of like commentary about bodily autonomy and you know, sexual assault and unwanted pregnancies and stuff like that. You know? That's the real scary shit in Alien, right? And you don't think about any of that shit when you're a kid. That's what I'm saying. Do you know what I mean? I have this real thing for what I can only describe as either beautiful horror or the blood pumping visceral stuff. Yeah. I know what you mean. Beautiful horror. Yeah. Yeah, I think I know what you mean. Hocus Pocus is scary because of women enjoying themselves. My greatest fear. Juno is legitimately a horror movie. It's like a horror movie made. They made it into like a rom-com or whatever. I've never watched Juno. I've not seen that film. I've not seen that. Tales from the Crypt and Alfred Hitchcock were brilliant in creating horror that wasn't about the jump scares and supernatural alone, but about questions that remain unanswered and how the unknown is worse when you don't give an answer. Yeah. That's true horror. That's true horror. I didn't realize that Tales from the Crypt did that. Are we thinking? No, I'm thinking a Creepshow, but I think that's scarier than Tales from the Crypt. Tales from the Crypt is the show that it was related to the Crypt Keeper, to Creepshow, wasn't it? Right? Tales from the Crypt. Goosebumps was also scary. It was about like slime and stuff. Yeah, Goosebumps was scary. It's about slime. Yeah, it was. Lance Henriksen, Brad Pitt was in the TV series. Maybe I've not seen any. I must have seen some of these. What's the... So it started in like 1972. Oh, that's a film. Wait, what? Wait, there's a film that starts and it has Vincent Price in? Wait, no, Peter Cushing. Wait, what? 5 strangers get lost in a crypt and after meeting the mysterious crypt keeper, receive visions of how they will die. Joan Collins, Peter Cushing. I gotta check this out. Yeah, the 1972 thing. So that's not the TV show. I gotta watch that. That sounds like it's right up my street. I love that shit. Tales from the Crypt. This is the thumbnail that comes up. No, why did that happen? Oh, I wanted to show you the thumbnail that came up, but it just did autoplay. Why did it do that? The thumbnail that came up just then. Hold up. I'm gonna try and reload this, and I'm gonna try and. What is this? This is the face that comes up. This is the face that comes up. Hold up. In when you go to IMDb, that's on the thumbnail. that's that's on the thumbnail. That face, what is that? Of like Tales from the Crypt, the TV show. What is that? Who is this? It looks like, is that like Lance Henriksen's character? He gets all like messed up and stuff. It's just really funny. I love that shit so much. Oh god. Oh Christ. It's so good. It's so fucking good. Okay, anyway. In one of the Goosebumps Choose Your Own Adventure books, you can literally surf on the internet on a surfboard. Terrifying. That is very scary. That is very scary. I agree. Some is super scary. I scream throughout every one of Mildred's videos. I agree. I'm the same. Scaredy cat videos, very scary. Yeah.
Them unable to earn.
It looks like Frasier. It does look like Frasier. It does. Frasier, if he just got really fucked up. Wait, why is it not there anymore? Oh no, I lost it. You know, you can clip it. You can go back and watch. You can go back and look at it. Frasier, but you know, Frasier, but no. Why is my link thing not working? What's going on there? What's going on there? Is everybody seeing that link in the chat? Don't click it, by the way. Also, something else is not quite happening here. Why can I not, like, purge that? What's going on? Chat, something horrible has happened with Twitch today. How do I, like, just fucking time this guy out for a second or some shit? Fuck it, you're getting banned anyway. First thing you do is, like, put a random fucking YouTube video in the chat, you're getting banned. Fuck it. Who cares? Give me a fucking unban request. I don't give a shit.
Or to power screens.
If Frasier fucked the Liz Truss cabbage, he probably would do that, actually, Kelsey Grammer, wouldn't he? Because he's a sick Republican freak, isn't he?
They are shunned and deemed pointless to a working
He's a
society.
sick fuck.
Systemic obsession with diet and fitness to be valuable and treated as a person enforced on this level.
And a YouTube short as well. Yeah, what is that? What is that about?
As apart from nature and the denial of our bodies as biologically fragile.
My stream isn't even that big.
So
I don't understand when people do that. My stream isn't even that big. You know what I mean? I'm not like one of the big boys. I'm not one of the big boys. I can understand if they're going around and like putting this in like Hassan's stream and like Lucid Fox's stream and, you know, even Kira's stream. It's like, you know, going around in my stream like, yo, check out this short, bro. Like, what? Like, what? Yeah, gotta get those sweet 38 views. You know what I mean? Gotta get those sweet 38 views on your fucking shit short. Great.
Images making our real bodies seem somehow inferior. But there are dozens of well-done deep dives into the horror.
That's actually more. It's actually more people than I thought were here, so that's good to know.
Of 2000.
But normally, I'm not happy with people telling me how many people are here. So please bear that in mind.
Diet culture and the evolving harm of body policing. So the gory details won't be a focus in this video. And to be honest, I also don't think it's a focus of the despair of the episode. However, it's made clear early on that it's a significant part of the social hierarchy when one of Bing's bike companions mocks and jeers at someone who has collapsed with overexertion from biking with "he's gone lemon," and his main screen time whilst on the bike is mostly dedicated to wraith babes and games that dehumanize and humiliate those placed in the lowest social hierarchy for their laziness and poverty. Something we've definitely seen exploited for laughter and entertainment in talent shows and chat shows such as Jeremy Kyle. And I remember just this whole pool of reality TV that used people who were fat and working class as content.
Oh, yeah.
Even on more unrelated shows like Wife Swap, the fat family would clearly be signposted as the bad fammy. I appreciate the ruthless takedown of this genre of TV.
That was so fucking like, okay, listen, I need to figure out what the fuck is going on because like why are my YouTube subscriptions showing up? What the fuck is going on? Why did that was literally a YouTube subscription. That was what that was, but they're not supposed to be on. They're supposed to be only enabled when I stream on YouTube. And I am not streaming on YouTube right now. Why did that happen? Chat, why did that happen? I'm not dreaming. Stop that. That's not happening. What? This doesn't make any sense. Why is Streamlabs? You know, I need to migrate everything over to Stream Elements. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do that tomorrow. chat. I'm going to migrate all of my fucking shit over to Stream Elements. I'm just going to have it all over there because I'm fucking done. I'm just fucking done with, like, Streamlabs. It's so hard to understand what's going on sometimes. It's like, oh, yeah, fucking really loud YouTube subscription. Thanks for the YouTube sub, whoever that was, by the way. I'm not having a go at you here. I'm having a go at the fucking... whatever the fuck. Why did that happen? Why did it happen? I'm desperately trying to figure out why it happened.
That promotes the message of help, while mostly profiting from mockery and drama. Personally, because I was just entering high school when most of these were airing on the big channels in the UK. My teen years erupted with the launches of new social media and a seismic boom of reality TV.
Oh, it's me. It's Donkus. How are you doing, everybody? What's going on? Oh, B-Rat. Oh, B-Rat. Oh, B-Rat.
Time for the best raid song.
Thank you so much for the whatever that was. Thanks very much. Hello, everyone. It's me. It's DJ Muel. How are you doing? Welcome, everybody, from Kira Chat's stream. Wonderful, beautiful, sweet Kira. What was she doing? What was going on? Everybody, please go follow the delightful It's Kira Chats. She is my co-host on Red Planet. She was doing some just chatting. I remember. Hold up, you don't need to tell me because I saw before I went live. You were talking about what is a plural system. I don't know what that is. Maybe you can tell me, and that's the end of it, isn't it? Welcome in, everybody. My name is DJ Muel. It is a stream here. That's what we do. I'm a leftist political streamer. And I'm bisexual. My pronouns are he, him. We're currently checking out one of my friend Luna Mothwing's first ever video essays. Lautrec!
AYAYA.
That's correct. I love to AYAYA all the time, especially when you give me £5. Thanks so much for the £5. Thanks for subbing off Twitch. Thank you for supporting the stream. I really appreciate that. Thank you for saying fuck you to Twitch and their shit system and giving me money directly. It's smart, isn't it? Because Twitch, well, they're bad at everything, aren't they? They're much worse at everything than most people. Anyway, what was I saying? I was in the middle of saying something. Yeah, I'm a leftist political streamer. It's my friend Luna Mothwing. She's made her first video essay, so we're checking that out. You know, it's I wouldn't like judge it too heavily if I were you, chat, because it's not going to be like the level of like, you know, Sophie from Mars or you know, FD Signifier, like whoever you watch, because this is her first one and shit like that. But we are watching it. It's about Black Mirror. 50 million merits. Black Mirror's scariest episode. Very exciting. It's good so far. I'm enjoying it. I'm learning a lot about that episode of Black Mirror. I've never seen it before, so I don't know anything about it, but now I have because I've watched this video essay, so I'll never have to watch it, which is great because I hate watching stuff. Right, who's here? Risk Inverse, Lautrec, Enormous Door Slamming, Husker Du, Middle Earth Marxist, B-Rat, thank you for the 16 months. Welsh Pretty 21, Gwen, hello Gwen. Beanie Gaby, Pulse the Giant, Endless Cemetery, hello Demon Done Good. Frazo, Crystal Cat, Mr. Noobster. Who else? Survival. Just came from an amazing stream to say hi to an amazing streamer. You are too kind. Had an amazing conversation about pluralism. We also played some Minecraft and didn't fall into lava. I don't believe it. I don't believe it. Yeah, is that pluralism as in like DID? I went to Kira's stream. I watched a dog perish in a geyser of lava. It was scary. That does sound pretty scary. Plurality rather than pluralism. Okay. Luna is also a streamer. Luna is a streamer. That's correct. Yeah, she's a streamer. You can find her on Luna. It's in the title of the stream. You can check that out. There you go. First essay exciting, very exciting, yes. Luna's a great bean, she is. I kind of want to do my first essay, but I need a topic less spicy than the use of slurs in the commitments. I don't even know what that is. TTK, how are you doing? Welcome in. An Endless Cemetery, hello. How's it going? Welcome in. And Andy from Ohio, hello. Okay, brilliant. That's great. So everyone's here. I've said hello to everyone, and now we're going to continue with the stream, aren't we? Right. There is a link to the video in the chat if you want to check it out, if you want to go and support my friend Luna with her, what should we call it? Whatever it is. What is this? Video essay. Give her a like, give her a subscribe, play the video in a muted tab alongside the stream. You know? Did a whole bunch of educating today, so tied out, but plurality is multiple people in one body. DID is one form of that. Gonna go now. Hope you have a great stream. Yeah, no worries. Take it easy. Thanks for being here. Okay. Cool.
Yeah, I remember how these shows affected me. How it made me feel like I was so distant and so above these laughable strangers, despite the reality that someone like the people...
I'm okay, thanks, Endless Cemetery. Oh my god. djmuel donated £15.71. No one's going to believe that's a real dono. Oh, well, no, it is, because if I did a test dono, it wouldn't show up in the thing. So I don't know who that was. I imagine it was Theo, because Theo was the last person asking how to donate. So, yeah, thank you very much, whoever that was. That isn't me. Definitely isn't me. For donating £15. Thank you so much for subbing off Twitch. Thank you for supporting the stream. We are so close to unlocking movie night. So close to unlocking movie night for June, and so close to get into what I would call a reasonable amount of money for me to be able to survive this month. Chat, we could do it this week. I believe in you. It's going to happen. If we get to £900, I'll be doing a DJ stream dressed as a gnome. I know that much. So if you want to see that, well, you got to sub off Twitch. So that's the end of that, isn't it? Anyway, let's crack on. Thank you so much for supporting the stream. Really appreciate that, whoever you are.
Door to me. I am, and always was, closer to them than I ever was to the judges. Even the success stories. In the confines of a screen, their stories were a product, an operation in commodification.
That's right, DJ Gnome, yeah.
Where people's physical and social traits were emphasized like their whole being was a deliberate design. Regarding this monetization of the self, you may have heard of Marx's term commodity fetishism.
Oh, risk adverse. What did that say? Muel hype. Thank you so much for the £5. Thank you so much for summing off Twitch. Thank you so much for supporting the stream. What a legend. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Summarized by the sociologicalcinema.com, commodity fetishism is the process of ascribing magic phantom-like qualities to an object, whereby the
It's me, djmuel AYAYA.
What the fuck? Thank you so much, DJ Muel, for the £10. Thank you very much for subbing off Twitch, supporting the stream. Literally, like, what? Another £12? Another £12? Listen, I'll do Spinny Rat. I'll do Spinny Rat if we hit £450. I'll do Scrunkly B if we hit £450. So you've got all that to look forward to, haven't you? Everyone here who's not been here before, who doesn't know who I am or anything like that, is thinking, what the fuck is this idiot British person talking about? What is happening here? Don't worry about that. That's what I'll say, mostly. Don't worry about that. Just enjoy it. Just go with it. This is like, you know, when you've like taken a acid. No, you've never done that? Well, this anecdote is not for you. But like when you've done a drug that's psychedelic and you're like, oh, what's happening? I don't understand this. It's scary. Don't worry. Just let it happen. Let it go. Let it happen. It'll be over soon. That's what I would say about that. Right. Let's crack on.
labor required to make that object is lost once.
That's right. It's Dr. Muel. Come for the healing.
The fetish part of the term is borrowed from anthropology. Freud's usage of the term came much later.
Whoa!
Get gnomed or get domed.
That's fucking right, Adam 1729. Thank you so much for the 1312. That's a great number, isn't it? What a fantastic number that Adam has donated. It's true, it's good. Everyone should say that number in the chat now. Whoa!
No, I am the real DJ Muel. Look at my great beard.
Thank you so much, me, again, for the £12. We're here again. We've already done it. Everyone's really... Thank you so much, everybody. Thank you. Whoa!
The Dr. Joctor Muel cinematic universe is expanding.
TJ Tiny Kittens, thank you for the £10. Thank you for subbing off Twitch. Thank you for supporting the stream. Okay. Listen, I know what the people want. And it is something like this. I'm getting it for you now. It's happening. Don't you worry. It's definitely happening. Just give me a minute. Okay, here we go.
Warning. The following video...
Okay. First things first. We need another content warning. It's happening. Whoa. You can't.
I am the real DJ MUELAYAYA.
That's got to be Lawtrek that's doing that. Thank you so much for an extra £5. That means that you all get like a very, very special... spinny wrap moment, but be very careful because it's flashing lights. So if you're photosensitive, if you've got epilepsy, tune out now for 5 minutes. We're doing it.
Has flashing lights that may affect photosensitive viewers. It's got a sick mix of Lynyrd Skynyrd's Freebird in it, though. So if you have photosensitivity issues, you should listen to it anyways without looking. Regardless,
that's
viewer
true.
Discretion is advised.
Here we go, chat. God, it's so loud. Let's see it. Let's see your rat owls. Whoa!
H-A-H-A, with so many imposters you will never catch me.
DJ Evil Mule, thank you for the £10. Thank you for subbing off Twitch. Thank you for supporting the stream. Oh my god!
I am the Mule Mister. Seriously, we need something like the Spider-Man pointing meme.
Thank you for the £5. Thank you for subbing off Twitch to support the stream. That's right, chat. That's right. Don't worry, chat, it's nearly over. It's nearly over. The unofficial hype train is nearly over. It's done. It's winding down. It's done. Now, wait, what's that? Queen Pib! What the fuck? How did we get to fucking 526? Thank you so much. Why is autoplay on that other video? Oh, because it's on fucking thingy. That's what it is. Queen Pib with the £33. Thank you so much for subbing off Twitch. Thank you so much for supporting the stream. You did. Got him. Thank you everybody who donated. If I missed any donations during that segment, I'm so sorry, but holy fucking shit, you all absolutely murdered it. Thank you so much for the sub as well. Really appreciate that. Hey Carpe Packs, how you doing? So many people just donated. Thank you. Obviously, loads of people were just pretending to be me. So I can't really thank everybody properly. But thank you, everyone who donated. You know who you are. Queen Pib, thank you for the £33 as well. Go follow Queen Pib. She's amazing. She's literally one of the best streamers of all time. Every time she's in here, I'm flabbergasted because she puts on one of the most amazing shows on Twitch. And she deserves thousands and thousands and thousands of views. So yeah, go and be part of the new wave. Carpe Packs as well. Can I get a shout out for Carpe Packs, please? TTK, a phenomenal streamer as well, leftist streamer. Please go and show some love to him. Listen, this is what I was meant to be playing.
Okay. Here's a song. Fucking hell!
Once again.
Okay. Here's a song.
Thank you so much for the £3. Thank you for subbing off Twitch. Thank you for supporting the stream.
Fucking hell!
You know what? It was because TTK was in here, and I feel like the first time I showed this clip on stream was like I can't remember what it was. It was like, I feel like you really enjoyed that, TTK, when I first showed it. Like, it was like a year ago or something, or maybe it was in like lockdown. I can't remember, but yeah, I just remember that you just being here reminded me of that clip. And so, yeah, you fucking lost your shit. Yeah. So, yeah, you just reminded me. He was finding it so funny. He was fucking pissing himself. And it just reminded me. So we gotta show it. Framed portrait of Brian May on the piano. Everything about this. Listen, there's so much comedy in this frame. Do you know what I mean? There's so much comedy going on. Like, the fella's falling down. He's got his fucking leg through the arm of the fucking chair. You know, he's probably fucking scratched his piano. He's gonna have to sand that down and buff it out, varnish it again. You know, he's got his framed thing of Queen. This guy is what I would call, like, you'll know this guy if you've ever done any like work in music or anything like that. Like, this guy is what's known as failed session musician, right? And no offense to the guy, he might be he might get loads of work, I don't know, but like, session musicians are people that come in and like do, you know, a bit of whatever. If they play guitar, like, they'll do a guitar solo for someone, come in, get paid like £100, go home. Do you know what I mean? That kind of thing. It's a species of person, isn't it? It's a subspecies of person. Like, you'll find them everywhere. And like, if you ever like meet one of these guys, they'll seem really, really cool, and you might like go back to his house, and all he'll do is play guitar. That's all he'll do. He'll just show you all of his old guitars that he's wasted all of his money on. He'll show you like, it's like his special interest, and he'll just be like doing like all these like solos and shit, and he'll be like, bro, why aren't you famous? And he's like, I've got so many problems in my life. That'll be what he'll say to that. And it's sad, really. It is actually a sad story. There's no comedy involved in that bit that I just did. That's the end of that bit. So there you go. Anyway, that's the end of that bit of the stream. If everyone was wondering what that was, don't worry about it. There's nothing else. Like my cousin. I like that you can relate in such a familiar way, Mr. Noobster. The tragedy of the clown. It's an unfortunate reality. It happens. You know what I mean? Anyway, let's get back to the video essay.
Where it refers to a sacred or symbolic object that has supernatural power according to its worshippers. As consumers, we frequently don't question why something is the best or the worst. We just believe it. It just is. And this manufacturing of TV personalities works in this way to make us, the viewer, feel like we know the person. And because we know them, we can define them, we can judge them. With the literal meaning of brand in mind, reality TV pushed people to be branded with traits, and the perception of those traits became who they were. All they were. Once Hope stops the song, all the judges jump to brand Abby, using terms like pure beauty and interesting innocence. Very particular terms to use, bearing in mind they want her on the erotica channel, and say it's where she'll find the most success. After accepting this place, we see an interview of her dressed up in very cute clothes, evoking a Lolita style, and when we catch a glimpse of her at the end, her hair is blonde and doll-like, strengthening the comparison. This act of self-branding has turned out well for some. For example, the Kardashians, who've not only become a brand collectively, but have also commodified individual family members, like Kim and Kylie.
What's your question for Kylie Minogue?
Hi. Hi. What were your first thoughts when Kylie Jenner tried to trademark the name?
You may have done your best to never be exposed to who they are and what they do, but whether you like it or not, you've heard the names. You know some of what they sell. Shanspeare recently released a great exploration on this topic in relation to today's celebrity landscape, which I highly recommend. On the other hand,
Shanspeare, folks. Love a bit of Shanspeare.
From America's Next Top Model, What Not to Wear, etc., have not all in all found themselves able to live a comfier life through shows that featured and made bank off their presence. Even our winner, Selma, is never heard from again within the episode. But did we ever hear from her to begin with? When she was only ever a screen within a screen? Was she real? Or just a fantasy selling as fantasy? Luckily, these were big televised productions and not representations of anything an average person would do. Because
like John Wayne, one of the definitive figures of 20th century masculinity, being manufactured by John Ford.
Like
right, yeah.
To embarrass them for the entertainment of thousands just for your own 15 minutes of fame. Oh dear.
Oh my Christ. Are these like real things? Sam Pepper sparks outrage in latest prank pretending to murder. I remember the Sam Pepper stuff. Oh my God, no. I do remember this one Sam Pepper thing. Where they like kidnapped his girlfriend and shit and hurt her. Oh my God, that's so insane. Pretending to murder, not girlfriend, sorry. Pretending to murder this person in front of like his best friend. So insane. Like these people are fucked. These people are absolutely fucked. Jake Paul, hot girlfriend wakes up by tiger prank. Did he legitimately do that? Is this real? Jake Paul, tiger girlfriend. Is it like a real tiger? Sam Pepper's literally so awful. What is this? Did this actually happen? And this is the problem, right? This is the problem. This shit just gets clicks because it's like, we don't know if it's real. Oh no, it's a real fucking tiger. It's like an actual tiger. This man is a fucking sicko. I can't believe he dated a tiger. That's so awful. I know. I can't believe Jake Paul fucks tigers. I can't believe he does it. Didn't someone say that about like the Tiger King? Like that's why he like got mauled so much, because he was fucking fiddling with those tigers, man. He was fiddling with them. He was fiddling them for sure. Wait, is it this bit? Is it this bit? Bro, this is insane. This guy is a fucking freak. I mean, at least he's got like a trained guy here, but like this is just it's just fucked. Hey, young black economist, how you doing? A kitty fiddler, literally a kitty fiddler.
All right, back up. Don't big body. Run.
But just no prize. If you were here, I wouldn't be back.
Wait, who's that guy with him? Oh, this is this fucker, isn't it? This is that fucker, the guy who's on Cringe TV now, and he's just like a bigot, like, isn't it? What's his name? What's his fucking name? I can't remember his name.
I would be fighting him, I promise.
Wait, no, is it? I don't even know.
And then I would win.
I don't even know.
Right, Toby, we're just gonna wake up our friend here.
They all know each other, don't they?
It's a prank. Do you like pranks?
This is completely fucked. Surely this guy said to him, like, any loud noises could make this guy freak out. Surely that's like a thing that they've said. And then, like, who suffers at the end of the day? Like, if this tiger, like, mauls someone, or, like, tries to maul someone, this guy's got, like, a fucking thing in his pocket that's gonna, like, kill it. Do you know what I mean? He's just gonna kill it, isn't it? So the tiger's just gonna suffer at the end of the day. Commodification of animals. Yeah, definitely. Definitely. White tigers are majorly inbred as well. Yeah.
Oh, no. No. Damn it didn't work. Oh, we failed. Lauren, we gotta...
Oh, it didn't even fucking... It's fake. Fake real, not... Fake real, not fake. You know? Okay.
Admittedly, you could say that a majority of Black Mirror's episodes use mob mentality
The tiger is not down.
and surveillance
The tiger is
culture
not
in
fucking
particular
down.
in order to craft the episode's nightmares, and plenty focused on the terror of being spied on and persecuted by your peers in a way that make them much more effective in this regard than 15 Million Merits. But the framework of reality TV and realness pushes this episode into a bleaker space regarding the question of authenticity, just within yourself and in society at large. What's real when everything is manufactured?
Do you all for real want me to eat this girl? Yeah, right.
Seriously?
Real pain, real vicious, the step you can take.
Something real. On the 20th of August 2018, Greta Thunberg, I'm not getting off topic, please just trust me, had just started 9th grade and decided not to attend school until the 2018 Swedish general election in September. Her protest began after the heat waves and wildfires during Sweden's hottest summer in at least 262 years. Her demands were that the Swedish government reduce carbon emissions in accordance with the Paris Agreement, and she protested by sitting outside the Riksdag every day for 3 weeks during school hours. For decades, statistics have shown the trajectory of man-made global warming, and now it is making a difference to our present lives with devastating forest fires, floods, and storms. Many young climate change activists are taking a stand in an increasingly frightening time. And yet, assuming your level of onlineness, and also absolutely not to devalue her work, one of the factors that has pushed Greta to the front of our minds as the figure for action against climate change from young people is a soundbite from the 2019 United Nations Climate Action Summit. I'm sure you already know it.
How dare you!
This is all wrong. I shouldn't be up here. I should be back in school on the other side of the ocean. Yet you all come to us young people for hope? How dare you? You've stolen my dreams and my child.
This is really smart, actually. She's like literally like taken, because this is Greta Thunberg's Daniel Kaluuya in that show moment, right? That's kind of like similar. It's like a similar thing that she did. Do you know what I mean? Particularly ironic in light of the fact that her whole point is that dealing with this is the job of adults. Right, exactly. Apart from Greta Thunberg isn't really like, I don't know, she hasn't really like, as far as I know, gotten like a penthouse suite as a result of this. I don't know.
childhood with your empty words. And yet, I'm one of the lucky ones. People are suffering. People are dying. Entire ecosystems are collapsing. We are in the beginning of a mass extinction. And all you can talk about is money and fairy tales of eternal economic growth. How dare you? You are failing us. But the young people are starting to understand your betrayal. The eyes of all future generations are upon you. And if you choose to fail us, I say, we will never forgive you. An outpouring of high-profile actors and music artists reposted and cheered on her speech. A philosopher called it the most powerful 4-minute speech I have ever heard. I've personally heard "How dare you" in a whole host of unrelated media, disconnected from its original context, completely chewed up, ground down, distorted and vomited out into fodder. And world leaders have still been failing to act, with some major carbon emitters not bothering to show up to climate action events at all. This is obviously too recent an example to have been in my mind the first time I watched 15 Million Merits, and watched Bing's pained outburst, and Judge Hope's hungry response. But in little ways and big ways, we've seen this happen a lot over the years now. Urgent calls to action, dismissed, ridiculed, or exploited. That's how simple it is. One may dye their hair green and wear their grandma's coat all they want. Capital has the ability to subsume all critiques into itself.
Yep.
Even those who would critique capital end up reinforcing it instead. The world in 15 Million Merits is devoid of plant life or access to the open sky, and we, the audience, root for Bing to somehow escape the sad stupor of this world. In the burning lights of the hotshot stage, he sweats in a numbness not brought on by compliance, but more like an empty vessel. A ghost after he's poured out all he can say, all the while met with the exact same faces from the judges as they pulled for Abby's audition. And Judge Hope's signature suspenseful oration to say in a soft, sympathetic tone, "That was the most heartfelt thing I've seen on this stage since Hotshot began." He immediately co-opts Bing's words as a performance with placating remarks that Rupert Everett delivers with perfectly unctuous falsity. He nods and affirms that authenticity is in woefully short supply, but with a firmly casual statement that infantilizes Bing by redirecting the dialogue. It's truth, am I right? Your truth, admittedly, but truth nonetheless. Which in the context of this brings to mind all animals are equal, but some animals are more equal than others. And with all their power and manipulation...
Sorry, I got distracted by the pace, so I watched the entire video and followed Luna Mothwings on Twitch. What did I miss? Not much. Not much. But there you go. Thanks for doing that, by the way. That is definitely, like, very, very valuable. I appreciate that. Like, that's like, what I wanted to do with this stream. I wanted people to go and, like, you know, support Luna. Yeah. Follow Luna on Twitch as well. Yeah, you could, like, check out this, in the whatever you call it, the, title of the stream, there is like a tag with her name in it. I'll do her a shout out anyway real quick because there you go. Yeah, so like it's really good what she's doing. She's like basically she's talking about the whole thing, right, Ashran? She's talking about the capitalist recuperation of you know, using a platform, you know, to spread a message, and then all of a sudden that platform becomes like, you know, well, you know, it's kind of one of them. It's kind of like, it's so funny because it reminds me of the cult stuff we were looking at last week, right? Where it's like, if you have some ideas about the cult, right? Let's call the cult capitalism because that's what it is. If you have some ideas about the cult and you have some like criticisms of it, then you become, well, you're one of the chosen ones, aren't you? You're very smart, and like we need more thinkers like you in the world. Do you know what I mean? Etc. Etc. So you get these like vague liberal platitudes of like, yes, speak truth to power, get involved in politics. They give you all these like dead end ideas, right? There is no actual like, oh well, yeah, we should organize and we should unionize and all stuff like that. Like, do anything actually effective, right? There's a lot of like, you know, I guess, what's the word? There's a lot, like when I was talking about, yes, this is like what happens with some people on Twitch, yeah? where it all of a sudden becomes like, well, I've done my political understanding. I've done my learning about leftist ideas. And my conclusion is we should vote. Don't worry about it, everyone. Even though the system is really bad, and we've done lots of talking and thinking about how the system is really bad, you should still do the thing that the system says you should do. Just vote. Simply vote. And give money to the Democrats. Just do that.
Tactics, catching Bing in confusion and weakness.
It's like how the hippies and punks end up in classic rock radio. Right. Gobs, how's it going? Welcome in.
In his words,
go follow Goblin Hugger, everybody. They're amazing.
To really listen. In such a bleakly digital world where even when he's won freedom from the bikes, it certainly comes across as selling out when his red-headed companion is shopping with his merits for a new doppel accessory, Bing Shard. It's something he specifically called out when he finally reached the hotshot stage. We buy shit that's not even there, but now contributes to, knowingly or not.
Stop. That's me texting Democrats.
Case, we see him in comfort with natural
no, stop now.
After lines earlier speculating an apple from the vending machine was probably the only thing not grown in a Petri dish.
Perpetual fundraising cadet branch of the Republicans, the Democrats, right?
He's outside. It's impossible to feel at ease. It gives the impression he's betrayed his cause for this personal advancement. And it's not even fully confirmed if he is looking at the actual outdoors, or if it's still just screens. The setting he uses for his streams is a facsimile of the
Hey, Mr. Dank.
How's
it going?
Left behind as part of that authentic look. I'm still just like you, is this new angle of entertainment. It's almost a nesting doll's performance to the performance. It seems he's not lying when he critiques and rages against the things he does. But now that he's bought into the system that's broken him and taken away the people he loved, does it even mean anything?
Everyone wants to get it. Come on, baby. Show me what you got. Show me what. Just move. If you got to know it, just move. It's all I want to see.
What is this? Is that Ninja? What? Oh, Christ. Right, chat, listen. We're at that point of the stream where I'm going to urge you all to go stretch your legs. Take your meds if you've forgotten. There's other things. Eat if you've not eaten. Drink if you've not. Hydrate. Make sure you hydrate. Or use the bathroom, which is what I'm going to go and do. I'll be back in a tick. Okay, I'm back. Oh, Christ. Ninja at some big New Year's events some years back. Right, thank you, Fraser. Oh, hang on. That's coming back to me. Yep. Yep, it's definitely coming back to me. Yeah, I remember that now. Cringe! Thanks for the reminder. Listen, that's what I'm here for. It's what we're all about. I went to rinse out the lunch dishes and I realized I'm not taking my meds. There you go. Gotta take your meds. Don't forget.
Of social media and
I will hydrate. Thanks, Middle Earth Marxist.
personalities
I will.
that rise from platforms like YouTube, Twitch, and not so much these days, Instagram. Becoming an online personality has become a source of income for more people than ever before. A survey in 2019 from Lego found that 1/3 of kids between 8 and 12 aspire to be either a vlogger or a YouTuber. Brands have found a lot of value in promoting their services.
Okay, I have like a few things to say about like that particular headline. So just to take you back to that, American kids would much rather be YouTubers than astronauts, right? So like becoming an astronaut ranked last among 5% professions, and then it's got all these things here, right? It's got like vlogger, YouTuber, teacher, professional athlete, musician, astronaut. Right, here's the thing. Whoever wrote this is a boomer. Eric Berger, who are you? Eric Berger, journalist. Right, what is... Right, yeah, he's a fucking boomer. He's like a Gen Xer. Maybe a what do you call it? Born in 73. So he's a Gen Xer, right? So when he was a kid, everybody wanted to be an astronaut because that was all they had, right? It was like, whoa, space, it's the final frontier. Maybe we'll be able to explore space together, right? But no. Do you know what I mean? It's literally like, you know, that's just not a thing that anyone understands. You know, it's trying to say that like kids are like idiots because they don't know this stuff. They don't want to do this shit, right? Oh, no worries, Johnny. Yeah, thank you for being here anyway. Thank you. He's literally called Berger the most American man. Okay, stop. Right. So, you know, when he was a kid, yeah, it was like exciting, like, oh, astronauts, you know, they didn't have the internet. They didn't really have like a lot of TV. Yeah, you know, it was just like, what, you're like alive in the 70s, the early 80s, you know what I mean? It's whatever. Yeah. He's thinking like dumb kids don't even want to beat the Soviets to the moon kind of nonsense, right? It's all bullshit that like no one cares about any of that anymore. No one cares about any of that. Everybody knows that it's like literally like, you know, oh, why would I want to go and be an astronaut? All they do is spend like hours and hours and hours up in space. And why? What do? No, they don't understand any of the reasons why they're up in space. Most of the reasons that like astronauts are up in space are for like fucking surveillance and like spying on like other countries. So like, why would anyone want to do that? It sounds cringe, right? You know, like, yeah, they're going to like analyze like data, some of them, there's going to be scientists and shit like that. But of course, like astronaut shit, space, it's a military application in like a lot of terms, right? Sorry, in like a lot of like ways. So you've got like astronaut, like no one wants to do that. Like, okay, 80% of kids want to be like a musician. Like, again, musician, like everybody knows how hard it is to break through the mold and become like a successful musician. Like kids are taught that from like the day they're born. It's like, oh man, you gotta grind. I was told that. I wanted to be a fucking rock star. That was literally what I wanted to be when I was a kid. Do you know what I mean? Like, and my dad from day one was like, don't bother, son, there's no money in it. You know what I mean? And every single one, even like my uncle who is like a professional musician was like, don't bother, no money in it. So it's like, of course kids are not going to do that. They know this stuff. They know this shit. Do you know what I mean? They know this shit. And professional athlete, well, you know, it's whatever. It's cool. And teacher, like, so teacher is the one underneath vlogger / YouTuber, right? So they kind of value, it's like 5% lower than vlogger, YouTuber in the United Kingdom. It's like 3% lower than vlogger YouTuber in the United States, right? And it's like, okay, cool. You know, like what they're basically saying is that like they learn a lot of stuff from YouTube, right? They get a lot of entertainment from YouTube. They want to do that. You know what I mean? And that's fine. It's completely fine. Yeah, Young Black Economist says, I mean, the YouTuber one seems the most attainable of those options, especially if they're thinking about something they could do when they're still kids, like some 14, 16-year-olds or whatever, make dinosaur educational videos and bring in some cash. That's better than paper route shit. Right, of course. Yeah. Like, I know that, like, lots of people talk about, like, the exploitation of kids on YouTube and shit like that, and it's like, yeah, but, like, when you are a kid, you do want to make money in it. Do you know what I mean? Especially if your parents haven't got enough to give you pocket money, right? It's like a thing that kids want to do. So it makes sense. Astronauts do... Hey, Thasman, how you doing? Astronauts do a lot of lab assistant and maintenance. Like it's just another job. Yeah, that's true. Kids today would rather do pranks than math. What the fuck? Yeah, kids still want to be teachers. Kids' cartoons are loaded with job stereotypes. Kids' cartoons are loaded with job stereotypes. That's true as well. Yeah, that's true as well. When I was a kid, my pocket response for what do you want to be when you grow up was paleontologist, but I did not care about my career as a kid. Just like I don't particularly care about it now. Right, exactly. And also, like, imagine asking kids what they think of anything. Like, everything is going to change when they get older and they realize, like, the reality of the world. You know what I mean? Like, lots of people, like, you know, when you're like a content creator that actually, like, makes a bit of dough, like, in terms of, like, makes money, like a full-time content creator, but you're not quite, like, you know, making the big dough kind of thing. You often get, like, a lot of the sort of, like, think of it relatively types saying things like, well, put it into perspective. You're actually like in the 1% of people who like tried Twitch or YouTube and then didn't give up, you know. And it's like, well, yeah, fair enough, and that is true. There's like a lot of that goes on. Like a lot of these kids are gonna like try it. They're gonna be like, damn, this is what it's like, that meme. You know what I mean? It's like, I'm gonna fight X, and it's like, damn, X has got hands, but it's like, damn, you know, I'm going to try and fight YouTube. I'm going to try and be a YouTuber. And it's like, damn, being a YouTuber's got hands. It has, right? It's literally that. Hey, Odnon, how's it going? Welcome in. Everybody go follow Odnon. He is a king. So, yeah, it's one of those. Anyway, I just wanted a bit of rant about that. Survivorship bias. Yeah, I think I know what that is. Content creation generally has hands for real. Yeah, it does. Like, you can't, like, you know, predict what's going to happen. Like, I had no idea that I was going to come on stream and make, like, what did I make? What was I at? £350 earlier today? And now I'm at £529. I had no idea that was going to happen. Absolutely no fucking clue in a million years. It's a gamble. Every day's a gamble. You don't know how much money people have got. You don't know how much money people have got to spend and give, etc., etc. But all of a sudden, sometime you might like come on a stream. Like, I've logged on a stream one day where, like, you know, things are kind of like going okay in a month, etc. And then someone just dropped like £500. And you're there like, amazing. Do you know what I mean? The pressure's off. Like, I survived for another month. Fucking great, you know? But a lot of the time, it's so extremely stressful. You're literally like, am I going to make the dough I need to make today? I don't fucking know. It's cringe. It's so cringe. But I do love it. So, over the course of my life, internet and cell phone proliferation happened. And that's like unprecedented societal shift. Enormous door slamming. Literally, like, this week, I've gone back to, what is it? Watching those like 12-hour uploads to YouTube of like 1999 Cartoon Network, because I just want to go back. I want to go back to a time before cell phones. I want to go back to a time before smartphones, before any of that. I'm so sick. I'm so fucking sick of this. You know what happens over the fucking like course of the month that I was off streaming? All I would do is scroll TikTok, scroll Instagram, that's it. Like, watch a bunch of movies, and it's like, damn, this is cringe. Like, it's so cringe. I would like watch a few streams and shit like that, and it's like, I'm just like not getting any fulfillment from any of the social media on my phone. It's awful. You know, dating apps are awful. You know, so bad. So it's just like such a cringe life. And like, I literally crave just like having television given to me. Like, you're going to watch this. You're going to do this. No, I know there are benefits to being alive right now. Like, I'm not saying that there isn't, but like, also there are sacrifices that we've made. Constant push to go viral, right? Like, I don't want any of that. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm like looking at other TikTokers and shit like that, and because I'm a content creator, I can't relax because I'm there like, damn, look at all these people making all these monies while I'm just sick in bed and I can't do any of that, and then that's making me extra depressed. Oh god, it's so bad. I've been trying to turn my phone completely off for at least 2 hours a day. I really wish I could turn it off for longer. Yeah, I'm gonna get back into that. I was really, really good at that before I took a couple of weeks, a month off. I was really, really good at that. I'm gonna get back to that. I'm gonna get fucking back to that. Like, just not looking at my phone. Do you know what I mean? Just not looking at my phone. It's so cringe. So unbelievably cringe. But yeah, anyway, rant over. We're coming back.
Either a vlogger or a YouTuber.
Thanks, Fraser.
Brands have found a lot of value in promoting their services and products by working with creators who people find relatable, who people can.
The internet is my angle and my devil. It's true.
On that note, shout out to this video's sponsor, Nobody, since this is a borderline empty channel. Get yourself a little sippy of Nobody today at www.pleasehydrate.you-silly-little-raisin/Lunar Mothwings. According to the National Register of Health Services psychologists, parasocial relationships are a one-sided relationship formed when one party extends energy, interest, and time, and the other person doesn't know they exist. First used in 1956, it's a term that's been a source of.
It's really good. Hey, Cunning, how you doing?
In certain spheres, it's obviously alarming when a stranger treats you.
Before the time of cell phones, I agree. However, I'd never become a leftist and learn as much in the last years of my life if it weren't for good streams and streamers. I'm 100% socialist and proud. Thank you, internet. You can't say that, can you? Because what you're doing is you're assuming that there would have been no force in your life possible without the internet that would have made you a socialist. But that is an unknown. That is an unknown, isn't it? There's no way you can verify that. There's no way that you can prove that. In fact, I would argue that I still would have become a leftist without the internet, because the internet actively fed me like anti-leftist ideals. Do you know what I mean? And at least before the internet, I knew that everything in the paper was bollocks, right? I just knew that. I was like, literally like, ew, no. Like, what's that? They're talking about like, you know, migrants and shit like that and the Iraq war and how it's really, really good. No, that's cringe. Do you know what I mean? Although the internet did exist back then, I just guess I wasn't getting propaganda from it. You know what I mean? I wasn't getting propaganda from the internet back then. I was getting something else. Trauma. Horrific, evil fucking trauma. Anyway. Earlier internet was way more right-wing. Yeah. I feel like that's true as well. I feel like that's fully true. But I still know what you're saying, Squirrel Nuts. I still know what you're saying. Like, you got a lot of other stuff. It couldn't have happened any other way because it didn't. It's there you go. That's true, isn't it? There you go. I did get a lot of viruses from LimeWire. That's also true. I remember the first ever, what is it? Trojan horse that I got. And it literally like took me to like a blue screen. And it said, your computer has been infected with a Trojan horse. Ha ha ha. And that was the end of it. And I had to take it to a computer shop. And then the computer man discovered all my porn. And was like to my mum, do you know that your child is watching pornography? And that was a conversation that was upsetting. So there you go. More trauma from the internet. Thank you very much. Agreed and fair, but streamers like yourself and Kira Chats made it happen earlier, starting my journey, so thank you. Hey, listen, you're welcome. It's all good. That's what we're here for, right? The internet made me discover the term meaning of anarchism, but it only clicked with me because it's what I already believed. I later learned that my uncle is an anarchist too, so there's a good chance it would have come on this about the internet. Yeah, Fraser, literally the same. Literally the same. Literally the same. Yeah, that guy was a fucking narc. What a fucking dick. Earlier internet was also extremely factional because of the nature of forums and message boards back then. Yeah, definitely. I never remembered how bad LimeWire was until I had 3 full therapy sessions talking about it. LimeWire was like, you would get porn off there and shit, and it's like all like fucking, oh man, just like with extra shit attached to it. It's just bad. It's just really bad. Literally had some of the worst trauma of my life because of the internet, and also some of the most meaningful and wonderful times of my life because of it. It's literally like, it's like the box in Hellraiser. It's the lament configuration, right? It's like pain indistinguishable from pleasure. Angels to some, demons to others. That's what it is.
To you personally, recalling things you said or did and creating a narrative
Christ.
around the relationship the two of you have. The way we see Bing's live streams through the screens of his former companions, especially the disappointed attitude of the young woman, were made further aware that there's still a personal connection there for them, despite his persistent ignorance of them.
Hey, Rebel Firestorm, how you doing?
Brands now take advantage of this.
Oh, yeah. That definitely happened. Okay, what the fuck? Why did that work? Sorry, why did Adam get purged just now when that fucking idiot with his YouTube short before didn't work? Why did that happen? That wasn't even real porn.exe. Not even a real link. And earlier, this fucking loser came in with his YouTube short and just posted it. And Twitch or my bot was just like, yeah, whatever. Don't care about that. XXX, Linkin Park, crawling in my skin, mp3.exe, what could possibly go wrong? Right, exactly. You got away with that, Mr. Dan, because you're a regular. Not good. Now I've been reminded of that memory. Yeah, it's a bad memory. It's bad. That was a part of the old internet culture, effectively traumatizing people with shock images as a prank. Yeah, well, that still fucking happens, in like a different way. But it's definitely not as intense, for sure. I also remember Owned, which was hell for clips for stuff. Oh, yeah. Oh, listen, we could have a whole discussion about, like, rotten.com and how, like, I literally saw, like, a guy get his fucking arms torn off being attached to a tank when I was, like, fucking 14. Love that. Great. Good stuff. Great that was just available for everyone to see. I guess I had to learn about it sometime. Anyway. We're moving on. We're watching the video.
Relationship to create the embedded persuasive intent and motivate customers to make purchases. And in 15 Million Merits, Bing's not promoting a specific thing. Even while criticizing it, he's promoting the system, becoming ingrained in it. Some reviews have criticized the weak world building and the episode setting, but in my view, the logic isn't as important as the message. And furthermore, the lack of insight into how on earth all these screens and cells work actively helps when exploring the surreal nature and depersonalization present in
Still feel so sorry for that girl.
It's all just
so
fodder.
Bad. So schneid.
The chilling ambiguity of the realness of the forest viewed in the end. What does authenticity even mean? The asphyxiating screens and dreamlike nightmare of this world to me is perfect for transmitting that shut-in, isolated horror where...
Yeah, it's fucked, Mr. Noobster. All that shit is so fucked.
All you can do is question yourself.
All the time you were on stage, couldn't help picturing you in an erotic scenario. Getting pretty turned on, if I'm honest.
Cringe.
All I've gone over so far is a very troubling and dark set of messages that have haunted me as they've become more relevant in the last decade. Black Mirror really does do an excellent job of showcasing the not-so-distant future of our relationship with tech in disturbing ways. But what's always been most disturbing to me personally in the whole of the episode is the fate of Abby Khan. As soon as we and Bing see her, she is distinctly lit up like an angel-like figure with a light piano ditty that seems to wake Bing up from his emotional numbness. We discover that she is creative and hopeful, crafting origami penguins from apple wrappers, despite being well aware that she won't be allowed to keep them because they aren't allowed to own physical detritus. Although, the thing is, we see that Bing's cyclist companion, who approached him earlier with a trick to fix the vending machine, and a friendly remark that the apple he picks is probably the only thing in there not grown in a petri dish, is also a musically inclined creative. Seen when she uses a violin simulator while cycling, and he shows no interest in conversation with her. I interpret this as a sly dig at people's weakness.
Yeah, for real, Ashrand, I agree.
Bing's shown at one point before Abby is saying yes to the Wraith Babes ad, to show he's not a model of moral purity. He's obviously not a bad guy, but it did stick with me that he chose to use the joke the cyclist told him on Abby to bond with her. Presumably because he recognized it was funny, but didn't want to interact with the first woman because she's plain? Jessica Brown Finlay is obviously conventionally attractive, but we know she's seen that way by her peers outside of just Bing, when she's ushered into the hotshot stage notably quick. One with the dark hair. The pretty one. That's not fair, I've waited here all week and she just walked in. It feels close to a sickening beauty is a curse message when Abby suffers the humiliation she's ultimately exposed to. If we do interpret that Cycle Girl was too plain to be noticed, and she shows clear jealousy when Abby is on stage during Hot Shots. But then she's also the only other woman we see whose body language and expression indicates unease as the crowd and judges cheer Abby into a life of pornography and medicated stupor. The shot focuses specifically on her watching Charity watch Abby. Many scenes are directed to have someone we know of off to the side watching the screen in a who's watching the watcher's way. And this sticks out the most to me as a familiar scenario of non-betrayal from women in power. Gaslight, gatekeep, girl boss. When Hope says, I'd watch, I don't know a man here who wouldn't. Judge Charity, who we assume is straight because of heteronormativity, chimes in with a salacious encouragement that some of us girls here might join you. To Abby. The performed flirtatiousness is met by whistles and cheers from the digitally imposed crowd. The comment's hollowness is exacerbated by her earlier sneer at Abby, which accompanied Hope's verdict that if she were to be a singer, men will want you, women will hate you. Abby stands listlessly in her stupor.
No, this isn't about the new
tears
season. Be
dribbling
cool,
down her
Theo.
face
No.
Before uttering a lifeless, I suppose, that signals that it's a Hot Shots win. Judge Charity stands.
Oh, Johnny, that fucking sucks, dude.
Dry eye with graceful applause. The line between sex positivity and sexualization has become increasingly muddy.
Yeah, good example of the consequence of such a rate of technological development being unforeseeable. Like, yeah, you know, it's that, but it's also like the ways in which capital will misuse it, right? Do you know what I mean? Like, so a lot of the new episodes of Black Mirror are about AI and stuff like that, and like holograms and robots and stuff like that. Do you know what I mean? All these like ideas that people have, and it's very interesting. Like the first episode is like quite possibly like one of the best ones, and then I would argue like the last episode is one of the best ones as well. But that's more paranormal. It was very interesting because this is like I don't think it's like that often that people in Black Mirror experience like paranormal stuff, but like the last episode is just fundamentally paranormal, with like quite an interesting political message that I think is spot on, to be honest, which is why I really liked the new season of Black Mirror. There's definitely some episodes that are mid. There's definitely some episodes that are mid, but you know, that's that. Hey Jordan, how's it going? See you later, Squirrel Nuts. Good to see you. Black Mirror is too bleak for me to watch. I appreciate the synopsis of the stories in it. Yeah, like I would recommend like the first episode is not so bleak, and the last episode is like bleak, but it doesn't matter, is what I would say. It's not so much bleak. It's more sort of like, I don't know. It's interesting. It's definitely interesting. It has an unconventional ending. You know, trying to think of some of the other ones. There's definitely some that have that like horrific, bleakness of Black Mirror. The one with Aaron Paul and what's his face from The Faculty. We had him up before. What was his name? Completely forgotten his name. Oh man, this is embarrassing. The guy from The Faculty, whatever. That one. Jason, it's not Jason. It's not even remotely. He's just got such like a generic face. I just don't remember. Josh Hartnett, right? So Josh Hartnett and Aaron Paul. That episode is like super bleak and fucked, like fucked vibes all over the place. That one's about astronauts, funnily enough. But yeah. Yeah, messed up. That's the one that I disliked the most, and also I couldn't not see them as who they are. Like again, like you know the characters in Black Mirror normally played by like not famous people, but there's like a lot more famous people in it nowadays. Like Salma Hayek is in like the first episode, and you're like, what the fuck? And like Kate Blanchett, like they use like a still image of Kate Blanchett. And then also, what's her face? Oh fuck! I'm gonna forget. Her name. Yeah, but anyway, yeah. There's a lot of that sort of going on. I can't remember what the point was that I was making, but anyway.
Positivity encourages and promotes the expression of sexuality as a healthy and natural occurrence when placed in the context of consent and autonomy. Sexualization is related to assigning sexuality to someone or something else, regardless of the subject's knowledge or consent. Various industries have indulged in the Lolita syndrome.
Yeah.
Derived from the 1955 novel of the same name by Vladimir Nabokov. To summarize, focuses on the protagonist and unreliable narrator, a middle-aged literature professor who becomes obsessed with a 12-year-old girl, Dolores Hayes, whom he kidnaps.
He's a pedo. It's a pedo.
Lolita isn't her name, just one of the pet names he uses for her. After 2 successful film adaptations, the term has since been used from psychology to fashion, but is generally used to refer to the sexualization of an image evoking a prepubescent girl. Think clean, pigtails, ribbons, light clothes, doe eyes. This is the styling given to Abby when we see her in future footage of Wraith Babes. Blending childlikeness with sexiness in a way that's horribly unsettling, and horribly reminding us that she is what Wraith said she would be, medicated all the time that she's on the screens.
Cringe.
Numb, submissive, and violated, for profit. In the episode's most distressing scene, Bing is out of merits and cannot skip the commercial that appears showing Abby's audition confessional and promising a viewing of her erotic debut. Bing and us cannot escape the screens that box him in, displaying a home video style scene of Abby that in the context brings to mind found footage style horror as she hazily slurs, "I'm Abby," with an unknown man's hand toying with her mouth, telling her she looks all clean.
Oh, fuck.
Tension builds as Bing continues to
fucked.
attempt to escape from watching the screens, but it only glares red with an unbearable squealing tone, and the robotic demand to resume viewing. It traps him inside the cell. The tension bursts as he breaks the screens into static, but the horror and anguish stays as distorted broken screens of Abby's face on its side play unfocused behind Bing's shattered expression. A dull white noise plays as Bing sobs and weakly repeats "no," leading into the sounds of male grunting that inform us that even now Bing hasn't escaped the screens. But there's another, ghostly, distorted noise, and it's not clear if it's happening in the screens or in Bing's head. The hand-me-down song passed from mother to daughter can be heard in Abby's voice. The uncertainty of if this is in Bing's head or if Abby is actually singing while she is drugged and her body exploited, is terrifying and upsetting.
Fuck.
The dark satire of the episode is frequently comedic, with Rupert Everett very obviously and fantastically embodying Simon Cowell. But in this scene, and its ambiguous reality, it claws into the void of dissociation, disconnecting from thoughts, feelings, memories, because the brain just can't handle the information anymore. It's fair to say at this point, we have a whole unsettling backlog in pop culture of scenes of young women styled in school uniforms and cutesy clothing with the intent to titillate. Through the years, we've seen many music industry cycles in which girls between 12 and 18 years of age have been explicitly sought out and capitalized on their authentic youth and naivety.
Yep.
Natalie Portman, Billie Eilish, Lindsay Lohan, Emma Watson are among just a handful of celebrities who were subject.
Yo, how wasn't Billie Eilish like 17 when she was first like making tunes and stuff? Like, that's fucking crazy. Because like they do her up to look like not 17. Do you know what I mean? Well, I guess they don't. I guess they don't, to be fair. But they like legitimately like, yeah, she's like 21. She's like 21 now. She might have been even younger. Yeah, because she started doing shit in 2015. And if she's 21, that's crazy that she's 21 now. That's fucked that she's 21 now. She's like 15, 16. That's so incredibly fucked, chat. Yeah, because what is that? Like 2023 minus, so 2015, 21. I can't do maths. I can't do fucking math. 5 and 8. 5 and 8. What's 21? What am I talking about? 5 and 8. 5 and 3, it's 8. What's 21 take away 8? You're witnessing dyscalculia in real time. What is that? 21 take away 8. I'm losing it, chat. I can't do it. I can't do it. 15? Okay, so she was 15. Wait, no, it's 13. Yeah, no, it's 13. 14, 13, 14. I like how you put 15 and I was just like, yeah, no, wait. Oh, that's fucked. She was like 13 doing shit. Oh my God, so incredibly cringe. Because like what I feel like they did with Billie Eilish was like when she was underage, they like sexualized her to a point where it was like, no, we're going to make you look like you're older, innit? Right? Which is fucked. Completely fucked. But then, like, obviously, as she's, like, gotten older, it's like that kind of, like, they kind of want to keep that youth, you know? 1312. That's the real answer. It's true. On that note, I'm going to bed. All right, no worries, TTK. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being here. Really appreciate you. Okay, I'm learning stuff. Did you know that Billie Eilish's full name is Billie Eilish Pirate Baird O'Connell? That's very interesting. Didn't know that. I've learned something today. I've learned a couple of things today. Thanks to the chat and thanks to Wikipedia. So there you go. 5 names.
To an online countdown for when they turned legal to sexualize. 15 Million Merits Hotshots is blatantly alluding to X Factor.
Natalie Portman was 11 when she was in Leon the Professional. Fucked.
25's
Fucked.
category.
Fucked.
That really distinguishes youth as value. You maybe know this already, but with this context, I'd like to slip in the reminder. Harry Styles was propelled to global success through One Direction, a group formed by Simon Cowell during the 2010 series of X Factor. Originally composed of Niall Horan, Liam Payne, Harry Styles, Louis Tomlinson, and Zayn Malik, who entered the singing competition as individual acts. All boys were between 16 and 18 years old. In the competition, they placed third, but ultimately received half a decade of megastardom. The official winner of this season was 27-year-old Matt Cardell, who has comparatively vanished. Yes, the relevant example I pulled pertains to male stars, but regarding where we are with the female experience today, the frightening obsession with physical youth in girls has been noted by many, particularly how it's manifested through TikTok. And I am not trying to pull a TikTok evil with these observations. A lady never tells her age is a saying we've probably all heard somewhere.
Her album didn't come out till 2019, and I don't think I knew about her before then. Not defending the pervs. Yeah, but in 2019, she was what, like 17? She's 21 now. Hold up. 2023, 2022, 2021, 2020, 2019. Okay, 21, 2019, 18, 17. Yeah, she's fucking 17. Crazy, man.
Just a variation of, but visual influences of glossy, filtered, short-form content has and is inevitably warping young people's thoughts on what a face and body is supposed to look like. Even through the continued use of adults portraying teenagers in media and the more diverse representation of bodies and positivity people and brands praise today. Anti-aging is a tag that has 5.1 billion views on TikTok. And again, I need to point out this isn't the app's problem at its roots. Anti-aging myths and practices have existed for millennia in all sorts of twisted forms. Like, at least we are not being told to pull an Elizabeth battery and bathe in the blood of our virginal maids to preserve our youthful features. Because that's problematic. Data from Plan International UK in 2018 showed 35% of girls have received unwanted sexual attention while wearing school uniform. It includes being
completely
groped, stared
fucked.
at, catcalled and wolf-whistled. In May 2022, the UK's Office for National Statistics reported that 1 in 2 women between 16 and 34 experienced one form of harassment in the previous 12 months, with 38% having experienced catcalls, whistles, unwanted sexual comments or jokes, and 25% having felt that they were being followed. As discussed, film and music industry's involvement in styling young stars to be doll-like with the intention of erotic marketing has been around for some time now. But these industries have historically been male-led. Far more recently, however, there's been a rise in glamorization and fetishization that is female-led. Self-led. Singer-songwriter Lana Del Rey has received criticism for her romanticized aesthetic and lyrics referencing Lolita.
What the fuck? I didn't know she did that.
As a love story. Online creator Belle Delphine has explicitly capitalized on sexualizing herself in this manner, at times earning north of $1 million a month.
Stop it, Luna.
As much as the agency has changed hands, the cultural power still takes advantage of the...
Chat, did you know? Right, now, and listen, I have nothing against Amaranth, like, doing sex work or anything like that. You know me. I'm a cool guy. I'm a cool guy, right? But I didn't know this, right? I had no idea that this was a thing. But did you know that Amaranth now owns several gas stations in some part of the USA, right? Because of how much money she made from, like, doing adult content and shit like that. I had no fucking clue. I was like, what the fuck? Because obviously before all that, I was like, yeah, get it, girl. But it's like, oh, hang on. Now you like own. Now you're like a landlord. What? I don't understand. Why have you done this? Cringe. Actually, a bit cringe.
Those who are young and most vulnerable to manipulation. Judge Charity's shepherding of Abby Khan is delivered.
She's so rich. She's
Quality
so
of the acting with Julia
extremely
Davis'
rich.
Expectations of emotional investment is skin crawling.
Gas stations don't seem like a great investment. That's another thing. Yeah, fossil fuel landlord as well. Like, it's so insane. Like, when I read about it, I was like, this can't be real. Like, why would she do that? It doesn't make any sense. But then again, like, she was in like a financially controlling relationship, right, with her ex-husband or whatever. She was like, so maybe he like forced her to like make these investments or something. I don't know. Seems like something like an idiot dude who thinks he's smart for like financially abusing a sex worker would do. Like that's kind of what it says to me. But like, she's not like sold it or anything. I don't know. Financial advice from tier B soothsayers, right? Yeah.
Dry eye and the clapping. peppers in affectionate monikers like love and sweetheart, with a motherly tone, yet at the same time rolls her eyes in tired amusement at Wraith's crass heckling at Abby to take her top off for him.
A lot of celebrities make most of their money off being landlords. Oh, yeah, I know, but like, it just shocked me so much that it was like, oh, Amaranth is a fossil fuel landlord. I was like, what the fuck? That's cringe. Anyway.
In the presence of women.
I never assumed she was like a leftist or whatever. I was never under any impression that she was like a left winger or anything like that. But it's like, yeah, it just made me think. I was just like, fuck. Plus, she played the Harry Potter game. Did she? Well, she's definitely cancelled, isn't she? That's a fact. Listen, I could stand the gas station landlord stuff, but playing the Harry Potter game, inexcusable. I'm semi-joking. I'm semi-joking for anyone. This is going to be really difficult for anyone who can't read jokes. Semi-joking about this. Both things are bad. They are. One has a lot more implications than the other, though, unfortunately. Hey, Zach. How's it going? It's good to see you. You did, unfortunately, hear landlord. But everybody should go follow Zach because he's amazing and streams politics. He's very good. Her audience doesn't care. That is unfortunately very true. They do not.
Assumption that someone like Charity, who sits equally with Hope and Wraith.
Oh, is that a new Zach emote, or have I just never seen that one? I kind of like that. What is it, like a freaky looking? What do they call it? Magic eye. It's like a magic eye heart.
Another woman to be treated that way. She, like many privileged women,
it's fairly old. Well,
herself as above.
There's egg on my face, isn't there?
So removed from social
fake
struggle,
Zack
she
fan.
can confirm her jealousy at Abby's one moment, then masquerade attraction to her the next, and then finally cheer her into a lifetime of glossily packaged pornography. Sex positivity in the facade of sexualization. Hello, it's Editing Luna again to say that I got my lines the wrong way round in my own script. I meant to say sexualization in the facade of sex positivity. That's the right way round. Thank you.
Oh, I like that one.
Even
Zach.
when we've seen this dynamic before, it's still gut twisting to see how ultimately in this machine of exploitation.
Egg on your head. Yes, isn't it funny that I'm bald? Ha ha ha! Oh, what a funny guy! Ha ha! Fucking egg on your egg. Listen, I expected better from you, Death in a Lovely Italian. What the fuck was that? What the fuck was that? Yes, wouldn't it be funny if there was a fried egg on my head? Gosh, that'd be hilarious. The height of comedy, wouldn't it? Wouldn't it? Let's make it happen, shall we? Let's just make that happen. Just for you. Yes? No? Oh, you've gone quiet now, have you? I see.
Is passive.
Can't handle the heat. Stay out of the kitchen.
Hope is cruel. And Wraith can only prosper from exploiting the bodies of others.
That's right, clap me.
The quality of acting, set design, and the plot's complex cocktail of alienation, isolation, and exploitation were so impactful to me that it was honestly very tough watching the episode repeatedly. To revisit in clarity.
How many wigs you got? I've actually got a couple of wigs. But that's for laughs. They're played for laughs, aren't they?
Steps that have oozed around my brain in a cloud of misanthropy and despair.
Thank you, Nada. I appreciate that.
15 million merits poignancy.
The only thing you should do with my head is pet it when people are rude to me.
Years later is weirdly comforting. A whole team of people.
A whole blue fella. Okay, thanks, Johnny.
Cultural anxieties
appreciate
and
that.
horrors in a way that ultimately tells me that isolation is a shared feeling.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe.
Oh. I've needed that. Hold up, I just got to do something real quick. I got to put on the Can't handle the heat. Stay out of the mule. That would be a very interesting day where anyone is inside of me, apart from me. Maybe you could do an oiled head redemption. Maybe you should go fuck yourself. Maybe you could do an I'm an Australian and I'm upside down all the time redemption, because you are, aren't you? Maybe you could do a redemption where you go, put another strip of the Barbie, man. Fucking look at me, man. I'm a fucking Aussie dad underground. Fucking Aussie dad under. Fucking what? Because that's how you all talk, isn't it? You fucking stupid, shitty voices. Anyway. That was too far. That was too far. Right, okay. Like there's a real Australian in the room. Right. Okay. Let's crack on.
We can be lonely together.
Horses lager!
You can blame me, try to shame me, and still I'll care. You can run around.
Bundaberg rum stream. Wait, what's that? Oh, the ginger beer thing, innit? Struth cobber.
I'm foolish. They can't see you like I can.
Oh, is that the end?
But anyone who knows what love
Down under Junder Mule. Stop it.
Understand. Bit warm, innit? Good golly, thanks for coming to my video on my borderline empty YouTube channel. This channel was an extension of my...
That was really, really good, chat. Let's get some applause. Let's get some claps. If you've got clap emotes in the chat, everybody go and follow Luna. She's great. Fantastic. Great work for a first video essay. Oh, no. Don't follow that. Whoever that is. I don't know who that is. Okay, great. There you go. Yeah, really, really good. Really enjoyed that. It's like a really good sort of like analysis. And I thought that like there was like a lot of good connections to real life in there. Oh yeah, I have the clap thingy. I actually have the clap BTTV emote, so you can do that as well. But also here's a link to her video. It's coming in the chat. It's really close. It's really, really close. It's happening. There it is. Yeah, make sure you go video, all that kind of stuff, etc, etc, etc. Don't clip that saying I have the clap. That won't be funny. Just don't clip that saying the bit of the stream where I say that I have the clap, because that won't be funny and no one will find it funny ever, and you should never do that. You should never clip things that I've said that sound funny. You should never do that. It never helped. It doesn't even help me. Yeah, great work, honestly. Yeah. Really proud of her. Yeah, it's always like really cool to see like, you know, someone basically like thrive and do really well and then like branch into like other stuff, like especially when it's people that I know. Yeah, if you're watching this, Luna, very proud of you. Very cool. But yeah, it'd be great to see more from you. It'd be really, really cool to see some extra stuff. Yeah, that's that, isn't it, chat? That's that. So really cool. I don't think I've ever watched like a friend's first ever video essay on the channel here, so it's like been a new thing for me as well. Really, really like unique experience. Love that for us. Chat, how does it feel? We've all experienced something new all together. And that's nice, isn't it? It's like there's a nice feeling, a warm, fuzzy feeling inside me that feels like, you know, we've all had an experience here, haven't we? We've learned something, and it's been a very good stream. I've really enjoyed all of it. Oh, I really needed that, and I didn't even know it. But yeah. Feel like you're going to chatter heaven right now? Yeah, you do. It's been an historic stream, hasn't it? It's been a historic stream. It has. It very much has. If you were here for this, then it's like it's the same as being here for the, I'm going to say something insane, for the Blitz in World War II. No, it's not. It's nothing like that. It's never, ever going to be anything like that. So, what we should do to round off the stream. Ashrand, listen, you read my mind. Normally, I would chastise you for telling people to go to other people's streams and telling me who to raid. But that's what we're doing. That's what we're fucking doing. We're going to go and see Luna Mothwings streaming Bloodstained Ritual of the Night. Let's all go and tell her that we've just watched her video and it's really, really good, because that'll be really, really nice for her. Follow me now. We're going with the raid. It's oh, fuck me. I did that wrong. Yeah, if you're a sub, do the old, what were the old, who the old raid message /me, djmuel egg dog is coming. If you're not a sub, don't worry. You've got the second one that you can copy and paste. Thank you for the stream. Thank you for being here, everyone. It's been a really, really good time. I really appreciate everyone who's been here today. Thank you so much for all the donos. It's been an incredible day for donos. Really, really appreciate that. Really appreciate everybody subbing off Twitch. It means the world to me, especially after all the fucking worries that I've had this last month about being able to afford things. But yeah, thank you so much, everyone. Honestly, I really, really appreciate it. You've saved my life, and I'm very happy to be back streaming for all of you. And I can't wait to see you again tomorrow to find out what we're going to do tomorrow. The streams are only going to get better and better and better as we go on. Everybody go follow Aslan Silver as well. He's in the chat. Thank you for being here, Aslan. Sorry I missed you earlier. I think I saw you earlier. Thank you for all the subs. Thank you for the raids. Thank you for the follows. Thank you, everybody who's just been in the chat. Thank you, everybody who's lurked. If you're watching this stream on the VOD channel, please like, subscribe, and comment, and tell your friends. I'll be back tomorrow, same Muel time. No, it won't. There's a thing tomorrow. I'll see you on Wednesday. Oh my God, I gotta go. I've got to do a commitment. I've got to do a committee meeting tomorrow with the tenants union. I'll see you on Wednesday. Goodbye. Mwah.